Hey loves, it's your girl MariahSincere, and I am back with another Bomb Live. I'm an American who has been traveling and living all around Latin America, and on this channel we have real conversations about traveling, relocation, and much more. So if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and give your girl a follow and hit that like button. Now, I know I'm not coming on my regular time. Y'all know I'm a night owl. Normally, I would be coming on like at 9:30, 10 o'clock. However, I'm trying something new where I come on earlier during the day. And I would like to attract that crowd because, guys, I cannot be going live and staying on till 5 o'clock in the morning. That's just not sustainable, especially when I have to do stuff like get up in the morning and go work out. So if y'all would like to see me around this time, help you get through your work day when you're getting off work, y'all let me know if this time works for y'all. Now, y'all, we have a lot to talk about today. What's up, Skinny? Yeah, y'all hit the like button. We got a lot to talk about today. I did not realize, y'all, that there were so many men online that oppose the passport bro movement. Like I thought that was just a woman thing. And when I say passport bro movement, I feel like it's more so that faction that is more of like your weekend warriors or the dudes that are doing pay for play. I really don't think that too many people care about the dudes who are really moving abroad and starting families and starting businesses like that. I really don't think that that is the target. However, I don't think anybody appreciates, including the American men, I don't think anybody appreciates, regardless of what you're doing, nobody appreciates the men who are going abroad and y'all are constantly talking shit about American women. Like, why? Y'all know this, look. I'm gonna use myself as an example, right? I never get on here, and I've dated a couple men abroad, right? I've never gotten on here and told the ladies don't date American men and that foreign men are better than American men. Y'all never see me get on here and say that. Why don't I ever get on here and say that? Because that's a lie. They come with their own set of problems too, and a lot of the problems are the same. So y'all never hear me get on here and encourage ladies, oh, y'all need to leave America to move abroad because of the men. I've seen some women do that. Oh, the men abroad are more masculine and this, and it's like, girl, but you're not talking about how like in this culture, they like real big mama's boys. Or you're not talking about how in this culture, the men cheat a lot more than American men. Or in this culture, they way more likely to lay hands on you, girl. Like, you're not telling all that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all never hear me come on here and do that because it's not reality. I think people should move for other reasons. And then, of course, you're going to date where you're at. That's only natural. What up, the fit traveler? Thank you, Skinny. Actually, I do have some people. Okay, so real quick house clean. I'm going to get into the topic again, y'all. We're going to talk about all the male content creators that are pretty much turning on passport bros, right? These are men. I didn't realize, I didn't know that the men felt the way that they felt, right? Hey, Mariah, do you do meet and greet with your friends? Well, I do have a couple meet and greets. I do have a couple meet and greets that, do you mean like with my online, the people that support me online? Do I do meet and greets? Would y'all want me to do that? Of course, I'm going to be at the boxing event that Flip Flop is throwing. Y'all know the one that Robert is going to be fighting at? I'm going to be at that event. And I'm also going to be at, I also have like a couple people. I know Misha's coming in October with her husband. So y'all will probably see me on here with Misha. And then I have another friend that I met online. So yeah, I do link up with people that I meet online. Of course, I can't link up with everybody, but it depends on the vibe. Fit traveler. I live in Mexico and I can't stand the passport bros. Why can't you stand them? Why can't you stand them? We're going to get into it. Let me pull up the videos. Now, a couple things are going on. Before I get into that, let me go to Instagram. Let me go to Instagram. there were a couple stories that I saved. Y'all know migration in Colombia, they are not playing, okay? They are not playing. They are steady in admitting people. Now, again, if you go through immigration in Colombia and you're keeping it cool and you're not out here doing them again, being dressed a certain way, coming in big groups, not having a plan. Like, you need to have things that you're coming to Colombia to do. And if you say you're coming for tourism, best believe they're going to ask you, what are you coming to see? So those are some things that you need. These are some things that you need to be aware of. So let me go to Migration Colombia's account. Let's see who they admitted today. I stalked their page. Okay. Ooh, y'all. Looks like they admitted. Where was this from? No, that was in April. Don't be pinning nothing from April. I want to see what y'all had on here today. That's all pinned. Okay. Oh, dang. It looks like okay. I'm going to go on this another time, or I'm going to look on here because I don't see any like good stories right now. I thought I saved one. Okay, let me go to my history because I got to pull up a couple videos that I saw. Oh, I know. Give me 1 second. Y'all hit the like button. Okay, now, y'all remember this dude? I don't know if y'all remember this dude. Don P. Sounds. Y'all remember the dude that got admitted from Colombia? Now, for the rest of us in the travel space, I think this story just kind of died down a little bit. But it looks like more of the mainstream, like YouTube, the normies that aren't in the travel space, they're starting to pick this story up. So it's new for them, and they're giving their opinion, including the men. Now, we're going to make our way over to the public offenders YouTube channel. Now, for those of y'all who don't know who the public offender is, he is a male. Some might call him a panderer. I don't necessarily think he is a panderer. So basically, he speaks about women's issues in the way that, men treat women. And I think he makes a lot of good points. Certain videos I don't necessarily agree with because for example, there was a story that he did last week where this dude and his baby mom are getting into it, and these are both like YouTube profiles. And I'm a fair person, like fair is fair. I don't always take the woman side. And I had been following both of these, people, like the baby mom and the baby dad, for like a while. And then I stopped following the baby mom because I started noticing she be lying. Like, she will real life say he don't take care of his kids, and then he'll be like, my kid is laying here right next to me. Like, I noticed this woman would just make up stuff because she has a lot of female followers and she knows it's gonna get views and people are gonna be on her side. But I would notice this man's kids would be with him like every day. So, he made the story basically, basically taking the mom at her word and demonizing the dude. And I'm like, sir, this lady really do be capping. I know she looks like she's telling the truth, but she's not. So public offender is too over the top for me. He's super performative. Yeah, he's not willing to say when women are wrong. And mind you, I appreciate any man that's sticking up for women. And in a lot of cases, he is just telling it how it is and being right. But at the same time, women are not always right. We aren't. And it's okay to say that, because I actually live abroad and the passport lames are a bad look for us Black men that just want to live abroad. Okay. Romeo, you'll be in Santo Domingo. What's up? What's up? We linking? We mean, are you gonna come? Are you gonna go to the fight? The President El Tigre is not. He ain't playing at all. He ain't playing at all. But let's get to it. Let's get to it. Yeah, it's a new day. It's a new day.
Doctors, nurses, and engineers who have ever dreamed of living in Australia.
So again, this is the public offender.
And offering packages to foreigners in the country. Colombia said no to one of the most controversial men in the Passport Bros movement. Migration authorities blocked the entry of influencer Don P. Sounds, accused of promoting tourism for.
Now, y'all remember Don P. Sounds? He was on Rise and Race. It's so crazy to me that they keep saying that this man is like one of the most influential members of the Passport Bros movement, because he's really not. Like, if you're in the travel space, he's really not. They just made that shit up because it sounds good.
Exploitation and offering packages to foreigners in the country.
Is this not what we all have been saying the Passport Bro movement was about this whole time? We have been saying this whole entire time that the Passport Bro movement has nothing to do with men finding women that they can marry and they could, you know, go have children with and all of that. This is not.
It looks like it's time for me to make an official statement.
So here's the thing. The nail that sticks out the most gets the hammer. And this is the point. I personally, they don't call themselves Passport Bros, but I personally have met men who have moved abroad to leverage their dollar and find traditional women. The thing is, those men are not on the internet. I think that name Passport Bros really kind of has a bad connotation, because yes, you do have a lot of men who are weekend warriors or sexpats, or men who are sexpats who aspire to move abroad who use that name. So what I mean, there are men who are weekend warriors, but they call themselves Passport Bros because they are currently saving their money so that they can move abroad, right? So it's like those men are the loudest. Those men are like on social media with it. Those men are like constantly bashing American women most of the time. Those are the men that are in the WhatsApp groups. Those are the men who are doing a lot just to impress other men. And I think the majority of mainstream media really doesn't really know. Yes, there are actually men who are moving abroad and are getting married. And they do have like more traditional relationships, but we never get to see that. We never get to see that. Okay. You just made me think of Ace. Who is Ace? I need to tap back into his channel. Who is that?
Regarding why I was not allowed to enter Medellin, Colombia during the Flower Festival. I've seen a lot of media reports. I've seen a lot of social media, but a lot of them have not been accurate.
Now, I think it's so hilarious how I get accused of all types of stuff, right? Like all types of shit, right? I would say probably 90% of it is stuff that other people have done. And they'll be like, because they like, I know a person or I have some.
How do top creators make viral long videos so efficiently? The secret is Flova Skills, powered by the CDAM's 2.0
affiliation with the bird. You know what I mean? Like I've had a person on a panel or whatever, on a live or something, they'll try to like tie me in with everything. Like, you didn't call out this person or that. Like, it's always like some weird shit like that. It's never like, I won't say never. It's hardly ever like I've done anything, right? And when I do get accused of stuff, they literally either fabricate stuff, just straight up, just make up shit. Just straight up, literally, just make up shit. Oh, you got arrested? I've never been arrested in my life. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. Never been in jail, never been to prison, I've been detained when I was a teenager. I haven't gotten a parking ticket or a moving violation. Well, I got a parking ticket probably 4 years ago. I haven't got a moving violation.
Nobody care about them parking tickets.
7, 8 years. Like, I don't know what the fuck these people be talking about. They literally just make up stuff. I don't drink, I don't smoke, but I've been accused of doing drugs online. Like the weirdest shit, the craziest shit, right?
Okay.
But when these motherfuckers get caught red-handed, I never see the same attention being paid to this. I never see the cavalry. I never see the people, the same men that's coming after me. I never see them circling the wagon. I never see them admitting that they're wrong ever. And I'm mentioning this specifically because this man who I'm going to show you guys has lied on me so many times.
Don P. Sounds.
So many times, right? I even tried to
didn't know that
live before. He didn't want to talk. He didn't want to talk to me. He knew. He knew not to have a discussion with.
Did y'all know that the public offender and Don P. Sounds were getting into it like that? Now, I didn't realize that the public offender is more of a TikTok personality too. Also, Don P. Sounds, he's not really big here on YouTube, but he's on TikTok. So a lot of these people, they're bigger over there than over here. That's why we might not hear about them. But the public offender does pretty good over here too on YouTube. He does very well.
With me, I've seen this man lie on women like all the time. I remember he did a whole live on this woman and lied and acted like I don't know. It was the craziest shit ever. But he basically lied on this other TikToker. She has a really big following. And I don't know what this woman does for work. Don't care. But he accused her of being a sex worker, and trying to get money, or basically trying to get money out of him. And he was so giddy that even if it were true, it was like, why would you tell that woman's business like that? You know what I'm saying? You went out with her. You asked, you know what I'm saying? He was out on a date with her, and apparently she was like, if you want to sleep with me, it's going to be $2,000 or something. I don't remember. It was something along those lines. And he got online and tried to act like he doesn't pay for sex. Like he's above paying for sex.
Sir,
that was the whole lie was about him.
You doing parties.
This woman who he alleged.
We knew he was full of shit when he was on Razor Rays. And Cece had to call him out. Cece had to come on there and be like, come on, man. On Razor Rays, he was trying to act like he wasn't a sex tourist. Why do he play these games? And I'm pretty sure the issue wasn't that the girl, if she did ask him for $2,000, the issue wasn't the pay for play. He just used to paying for $100 coochie. So why would he pay 2 racks? I mean, I understand, sir. What's up, by golly, Batman? Okay, he's a heavy set brother in the travel space. Okay. What's up? What's up? Good to see y'all. Yeah, y'all hit that like button. Support the channel. I'm coming on here earlier.
Offered her body to him for some money. And he was like, never me. Never. I would never.
Boy, stop.
I would never. His whole platform is built on smoke and mirrors and lies. And he hates when people call him out. And I called him out. And so he lied about me or whatever the case may be. But lo and behold, what happened?
Breaking news, everybody. Guess what's happening? Another passport bro has fallen. I repeat, another passport bro has fallen. Mr. Don P has been denied entry into Colombia. On top of that, they have put his face all over the Colombian news. Let's get into it, and we're going to discuss things about what's going on with the whole passport bro world in Colombia.
Colombia said no to one of the most controversial men in the passport bros movement. Migration authorities blocked the entry of influencer Don By Sounds, accused of promoting tourism for sexual exploitation and offering packages to foreigners in the country.
Someone gave up their spot for the Flower Festival from August 3rd to August 10th, the most crowded festival there. I need to fill the spot, so if anyone wants to go, let me know. If you are in Atlanta, Florida, or Texas, I can give you a very good price for the Flower Festival.
The invitation seems harmless, a foreign influencer promoting the most important festival in Medellin. But according to official investigations by...
Hold on, wait. Did you see that lady's face when he showed her breasts like that? Did you see that?
Medellin.
She did not like that. She did not.
I didn't know, y'all. I didn't know Don P. Sounds was acting like that. And here's the problem. This is why a lot of the people don't like to listen to these men. And this is why it takes men. Like, I'm not going to hold y'all. And Uncle Rico tells me this, that I be giving too much of the benefit of the doubt. When Don P. Sounds was on Razor Rays, even though my better judgment told me that he was lying, I was at least trying to, listen to him and give him the benefit of the doubt, because contrary to popular belief, I don't think every guy that travels to Colombia is a bad guy, even if they are traveling to do pay for play. But then he started bringing up God and stuff into it. And I'm like, oh, he's a cool dude. But then I went and thought about it. And I'm like, bro, it always be the worst niggas that bring God into everything after they get caught up, because they know it makes you put your defenses down. Especially if you're a person that's trying to give people the benefit, you always try to give people the benefit of the doubt, or you want to see the good in people. All you got to do is bring God into the situation, And, you know, we have a little bit more sympathy, or we more likely to like hear you out. And that's why it does take other men listening and being like, come on, bro, like you can run that on these women. You can't run that on us, right? What up, Milano? I have a video in the chamber right now that I need to edit and put up. Are y'all gonna watch it if I put it up? I gotta get up tomorrow and edit it.
At all. So these are the, for me, I'm not gonna even lie. It does feel good that these are the men that I beef with. Judge me by my enemies. Like these are the men that I beef with. Like I can't stand this nigga. I never liked him. Even before I knew everything about him and all that stuff, I never liked him. I've been on his top for years now, like 3 or 4 years, right? He is a weird dude. I always knew he was weird. Even before the passport bro shit. He was always weird. He always came off as like scheming and skeevy and like a scammer. Like I always knew there was something off about him. Come to find out, he's a trafficker. He's a trafficker.
But according to official investigations by Migración Colombia, behind that tourist advertisement lies a much darker reality: the alleged promotion of trips for the purpose of sexual exploitation. The man was identified by migration authorities as one of the founders of the Passport Bros movement, accused by the agency of promoting this type of tourism through.
Now, I want you guys to, I pause it here because I want you guys to see this. This is a live that he was running, I believe. No. This was on his page. This is not a live. Mm-hmm. This was a video he made on his page. It says Mansion Bikini Party. So there you go right there.
Mansion Bikini Party. Mansion Bikini Party. Y'all, he went on Razor Ray's channel and played in our face. And my bad, y'all, to my viewers, I didn't catch all of that because, again, I'm not a consumer of a lot of content. I post my stuff and I go. So I saw that Don P. Styles had a TikTok page. I looked at like the first couple of TikTok posts, but I kept it pushing. I didn't realize he was over here doing all that. Yeah, and here's the thing.
I'm working late.
Value pack.
These type of men think that they're gonna explain their way out of this shit, but the men that work for immigration, they're not dumb. They're not dumb. They do this for a living. They got time to go through your stuff. A lot of them speak English. So it's like if they decide to admit you 9 times out of 10, it's because you out of order. So he really went on Razor Rays and made it seem like he was just gonna have a regular party. And that's why Casanova got on there and was like, sir, you literally got pros in your promo video. You literally got pros in your promo video. Stop playing. Y'all make sure that you hit the like button. Also, before I get back into this, if you are looking for a career, a remote career, because you want to move abroad, right now is the time to get into the Live Abroad Academy. In this academy, you are going to learn high ticket sales and media buying, okay? Now, there are people who started the program a couple months ago. Y'all, they finna graduate and they're off to their job interviews. A couple people have already gotten a job through job interviews. So I'm going through this program myself. That's why I have to come on here earlier. I can't come on here at night anytime because I have class at 8 o'clock. Now, right now, the person who owns the academy is Robert from Remote Living Gringo. So right now he has the program hugely discounted if you want to get in. So if that's something that you would like to do, then you can use my discount code below and I'll see y'all in class. I'm very excited. It's a very well put together sales academy. They give you lots of opportunity to practice. They have class about 3 to 4 nights a week where you get to work on role playing and running calls with a professional that's going to critique you. And for those of y'all who don't know what high ticket sales is, it's like, say, for example, there's an influencer who sells fitness packages for $8,000 and you talk to a potential client and you get them to buy it. you could make a commission off of that from like 500, 1,000. It really just depends on the deal. So they call it high ticket because it's a really big sale and you can make a lot of money just off of selling to one person, right? If you think about that, if you live abroad and you're somewhere here, like if you go to somewhere like Colombia and you're a single person, you only need to make a few sales a month, but of course we want to aim higher. But to just cover your cost of living, you don't need to sell to that many people. So it's something that you should consider. Hey, do I get my one-on-one Spanish lessons from you? If you want to take Spanish lessons with me, go to my website. It's in the description below, and you can schedule a class. Thank you, Skinny.
Package, $1,600. Luxury package, $1,900.
You can schedule a class. You can send me a business inquiry. You know, you can send me.
You can see he is selling. You know, he's in the sex tourism rink. That's what he does.
Social media.
Are the sales reoccurring? Are you saying like, I think you're asking, like, say you get an offer where somebody's making monthly payments and you get a reoccurring fee off of that payment. That would really depend on the job and the offer that you get. I think that's what you're asking me.
With that information, Migración Colombia activated an alert before his arrival. As soon as he landed at the Jose Maria Cordova airport.
Now, keep in mind that on the news, it was also reported that Chil Capo was also detained and removed from Colombia for having these type of parties.
That's not Don P, by the way.
He was promoting sex tourism, and that's what he was removed from the country. Now, when I was doing a live with MariahSincere Travels, he came on there trying to get on the live with me, and I didn't want to speak with him at that time. I was tired, and I was...
Y'all see my name is making these rounds? Stick with your girl. Stick with your girl. I'm making the rounds. They talking about me in these social media streets. I just had to celebrate. Y'all hit that like button, share if you care.
In Rio Negro, he was denied entry and sent back.
This decision was adopted following prior work by Migración Colombia that established evidence of his alleged promotion of tourism for sexual exploitation.
This is not an isolated case. Controls have also reached to other influencers this year. First was Kizzy Redbeard, denied entry due to reports linking him to the alleged promotion of private parties for foreigners in Medellin. Then came Chil Capo, deported after an investigation that, according to Migración Colombia, established he was offering tourist packages for apparent sexual exploitation purposes and even spreading tips on how to evade authorities. The figures show where the focus of the problem lies. This year, nearly 150 foreigners have been denied entry to Colombia for this reason. 107 of them in Antioquia, where Medellin concentrates the majority of alerts for this phenomenon.
At Migración Colombia, we have a clear message. Our country will not open its doors to those who intend to promote or facilitate the sexual exploitation of women, girls, boys, and adolescents.
Not boys.
While the fight continues to close the doors to those who use
Hold
social
on
media
now, they going down there messing with
that
boys?
has nothing to do with tourism.
I've always wondered, y'all chat, tell me, how many of the passport bros do y'all think are going down there messing with like boys or going down there for men? Now, I've told y'all, thank you so much, Eric, for the super chat. I want to live abroad. You want to live with me? You want to live with me? I don't know. I'm crazy. I'm a little crazy. I don't know if you want to live with me. I think you ought to do yourself a favor and just move abroad by yourself.
But rather with the exploitation of vulnerable women and minors.
Is this not what we all have been saying?
He always talking shit.
The passport bro movement was about this whole time. We have been saying this whole entire time that the passport bro movement
Okay, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know what was going on there. My internet, y'all know I'm over here in the Dominican Republic. Okay, y'all already know the internet gets tripping, so bear with me. Bear with me. I'm gonna share the video again.
More brazen to me, and it's really solely about sexual exploitation. That's all it's about. It's not about finding a good woman. It's not about any of that whatsoever. The passport bro movement is
immigration is an important part of the government of Canada's plan to keep our economy growing.
Has been.
Now, what do I want to know? For those of y'all who is like, y'all are traveling to do the whole sexual tourism thing, when like women like myself just say, because I never tell y'all, you know, don't travel and partake in that. It's just stop like broadcasting it because it's making us Americans look bad. Just go do your business on the low. But when I say that kind of stuff, y'all call me a hater. Y'all say I'm hating and I'm mad because all the foreign women are taking the men. They're taking off from us. Okay, what do y'all have to say when the men, because I see a lot of men that are becoming more and more critical. Gemini crazy is different. You know what? I saw a video and somebody was like, she's pretending to be crazy and I'm pretending to be normal. And I was like, that's true. I am pretending to be normal. I really try not to act crazy because like when I go off, it's going to be jail worthy every time. But I'm the sweetest person. I'm so nice. I'm so nice. And that's why, yeah, like trick on the low. Like why y'all got to trick on the high? Trick on the low. But when I say I'm a hater, just like when y'all remember, I blew up because I told the dudes, hey, when you're coming to Colombia, and if they find a big box of condoms, they're going to use it as evidence to inadmit you. Do y'all remember when I said that? There are still men in my comments commenting today that I'm like a hater, that I'm some hating ass bitch. Meanwhile, there has been plenty of proof, and the men are talking about, I was just one of the first to talk about it. That's it. And like now the men are talking about it and they're confirming it with their stories and everything. Do y'all think anybody came back on my page and gave me an apology after they talked cash money shit? Nobody gave me an apology. Only a fool would want these sex tourists to represent us. How are you catching strays for being logical? Because they say I'm a hater, Skinny. They say I'm hating. What up, Uncle Rico? Salute to the great afternoon. Salute and great afternoon to you, sir. What? I don't hate. That's what I'm saying, bro. Are you just now tuning in? I don't hate passport bros. What? This is what I'm saying. This is the conclusion y'all come to every time.
Exposed by authorities. Those of us on the internet, we always knew what it was. I've been on that shit. I've been said what it was. You guys, the men that talk about it, they go over there, get your passports, brothers. Go over there, get your passport, brothers. And you guys kept coming home empty-handed. There's only so many trips you can make to the Philippines before you come home with a Filipino woman or a Filipino wife. There's only so many trips you can make to Medellin before you come home with a Colombian woman or a Colombian wife. Before I start to question, what are your intentions?
Isn't that what I said? I said, y'all got to do one or the other. You can't continue to take these trips abroad and tell the American women, these women are more traditional. They're more feminine and y'all could learn something from them, but you're coming home empty-handed with no wife every single time. And then you going over there and just running through these women, pumping and dumping them. So I'm telling y'all, this is the impression that it gives American women. Well, y'all are saying these women are more traditional, but you still dogging them out. You still running through them. So why should we be any more traditional or any more feminine? What benefit is there in that for us? And y'all got to understand the women's logic. It's like, what benefit? Okay, so if we're masculine or girl bosses or too independent, you don't want to commit. You don't want to commit. But if we're traditional, cooking and cleaning and letting you sleep with us and giving you no problems, you still don't want to commit. That's what it looks like. So it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. So you might as well don't. Do y'all understand how that looks? Y'all might have been able, these men might have been able to have an impact had that majority of them been moving abroad and actually having a wife to show for it. And then the American women would have probably been like, you know what? It just might be us. It might be us. But it's like now, because of this behavior, they don't care. It's just like reinforcing whatever y'all said was wrong with them. Now they're looking at how a lot of these men are moving abroad and they're like, I'm going to keep doing me because you going to keep doing you. That's the reality of the matter. For real, you're going to have to lock one down at one point. But yeah, here's the thing though, DJ. They're telling the men, don't bring them back. Why can't you bring them back? Oh, because when you bring them back, she might choose up when she get here. Like, that's a scary reality. But a lot of that has to do with the fact that a lot of these men aren't building genuine connections anyway. So, for example, shout out to Coach John from the Dominican route. He has an actual real relationship with his Dominican wife. He don't speak perfect Spanish. She don't speak perfect English, but I've been around him. They're very close in age. I think he might be like 4 years older than her. And they have an actual real relationship. She contributes to the household and all of that. And like, I promise you, if Coach John brought his wife to the United States, she would not leave him. Their looks compatible. It looks like it makes sense. It goes together. They look very good together, very close in age. They have a very realistic relationship. That type of man doesn't have to worry about bringing his wife to the United States. You got the dude that's like 50 something dating a 20-year-old talking about don't bring her back to the United States. Duh, she's with you for your money. If somebody else comes along that's finer and got more money, she finna choose up. But guess what? That wouldn't just happen in the United States. That will probably happen in the Dominican Republic too. The right dude come along, because it's not a real relationship. So that's part of the reason why a lot of y'all don't see the men coming back with women to show. That's too much logic for them, sis. Yeah, girl, they're not understanding. I think you can. There are ways. You don't have to be perfect, but you got to be trying. You got to be trying. And you have to have a good personality. Exactly. If anything, the passport bros are spreading feminism abroad because they are making these women bitter over time and changing their perception towards men. Oh, you said a word, suavecito. Okay, I said this before. That American men, okay, like, let's talk about Colombia. Shout out to Colombia. Shout out to, Colombian men. I'm not trying to talk bad about y'all, but Colombian men is something else, y'all. They something different out here. And that's why I never tell women, like, foreign men are better abroad. If I got to choose between an American man mentality and a Colombian man mentality, I'm going to choose the American man every single day. Because here's the thing, America is so big and it's all different type of men with different type of cultures. Colombian man is not easy to deal with. And Colombian women will tell you that. Thank you so much for the super chat. I go, what? Hold on. Okay, I can't read that, Dame Dash. I can't read that. Thank you for your super chat. Okay. What? Okay. Yeah. The problem is many YouTubers today only doing lives from their home instead of recording and showing us about the city. I mean, because here's the thing, y'all watch these more. Now, I had some vlogs in the chamber, but I ain't gonna hold y'all. Y'all tune in more when people just go live from their house. So it's like y'all gotta support what y'all want to see. But anyways, getting off of that, I understand your take though. Okay, what was I saying? Now, Colombian men, they're very difficult to deal with. They're very confused individuals and they're big mama's boys. Not all, but a good amount. So it's like American men, and they're not attentive. A Colombian man would rather go on a true boys trip When Colombian men go on boys trips, it's truly a boys trip. What do I mean? Colombian men would rather go out to the woods with all of their homeboys and go fishing and canoeing with no women at all around. Not even the women that they cheating with, just men, a big sausage fest. They would rather do that than hang out with their girlfriends. Colombian men are going to choose hanging out with their mom over hanging out with their girlfriend every single time. It's a really huge problem. So American men come across as like more attentive, and American men, for the most part, like compared to Colombian men, like to be around and amongst women more. So it's like American men have the opportunity to come to Colombia and really like have a leg up over the competition, not just money wise, but personality wise. But what happened was a lot of the men just came and like was pumping and dumping the chicks. So you're right. Who said that in the comments? That it's like the American men have created a bad taste and bitterness in the women's mouth, and they're adapting. So now they're like, we're just going to use you for money because you're just going to have sex with me and leave anyway. Or you're just going to cheat anyway, or you're going to, you know, you don't know how to control yourself. You never been around bad bitches all your life. So you just finna, you know, cheat on me with the next one. So it's like, yes, absolutely. Y'all, a lot of them are creating the same problems abroad. What up, Kari? What's up? What you doing? You want to come up? What's up, Auntie? What up, Freddie Mac? What up, Kelvin? Okay, this my little nephew. You should travel. Nobody's opinion of me will ever stop me from traveling for bussy. Hold on. Hold on. I didn't see that part. Sir, I would never try to stop you from traveling for the bussy. All I ask is that you keep it cute and that you keep it on the low. Not trying to stop you. Not trying to stop you at all. Woo, wild comment there. What's up, Kara? You want to come up? I'm for real. Dudes be acting like a Latina is the answer to all their problems. It's really just because they like the way they look. That's it. They like the way they look. They like the way they sound. But here's the thing. Everywhere you go, there you are. And it don't matter what type of woman that you're dating. If you don't do the work within yourself, you're not going to attract the right type. Even if the right one came along, you're going to sabotage it every single time. Every single time.
When you go to these countries, that's a problem. That's an issue. Yeah. And it's so funny because when I talk about the red pill, right? This is very similar to what's going on with the red pill. So the authority, not me, not just me or us, the people that know this about the red pill movement. It's not just us, right? But the FBI has categorized red pill rhetoric as extremist rhetoric.
Not tell you
they are tracking red pillars. They are tracking Myron Gaines. You see what happened to Andrew Tate. They are.
Y'all, something is truly wrong with these men that be on that red pill shit. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Before I came to Colombia, I was talking to this dude, and he was always on this red pill shit. It's like any little thing I said, Kari, we've talked on the phone before. Would you consider me to be a disrespectful person? Like, you know, Kari's my homie, y'all. So it's like, I talk to people like the same way I talk to my homies is the same way that I might talk to like a dude. I'm just very relaxed. I'm very like laid back, right? But he was one of those dudes where it's like, I gotta watch what I say because you take everything as disrespectful. Like, for example, sometimes I might be like, boy, you know, you need to stop. Or boy, quit playing. Don't call me boy. And it's like, calm down, sir. Like, I'm just talking. Like, and it's crazy because the dude had everything going for him. He was tall, handsome, had a nice job, you like everything. But he was so bitter towards women. Okay, so we can't make it work. I remember before I came to the Dominican Republic and got a Dominican boyfriend, I told him, hey, he reached out to me like we might have started talking again, even though he's in the United States. You never know what happened. He was like, when you go to the Dominican Republic, you gonna meet a Dominican dude and whoop-de-whoop. It's like, okay. I mean, okay, it wouldn't matter. Like if I was in a relationship, it wouldn't matter. If we was talking, it wouldn't matter. Anyway, then he told me he started tripping, acting funny. So I was like, what's up? And he was like, I was going through some things. I'm going through some things right now, and I wouldn't be any good for you. Y'all, me being a logical person, what I hear when a man tells me he going through some things and he wouldn't be any good for me is that you don't want me around stressing you out, right? Like that's normal. It's not that I jump shit because you're going through things, or I don't want to talk to you because you're going through things. You just told me what you have the capacity for, okay? So I was like, okay, I understand. It's not the right time. Cool. Like, I'm not going to keep bothering you, or I'm not going to force it. Y'all, why this man blocked me on social media? So I hit him up, like, why you block me, bruh? And he was like, cuz you be acting like you want to fuck with me, and then you really don't. And it's like, what? You just told me you was going through this stuff and you did what? Yeah. And I noticed when I said I was going through something, you ain't want to talk to me no more. And it's like, you lost interest quick. And it was like, no, y'all, something is really wrong with these. And I told him, you need to get, because he always repeating red pill stuff. I'm like, you need to get off of that red pill shit. You need to get off of that red pill rhetoric. So then when I got a man and a Dominican boyfriend, here he come. I told you was going, sir, when I came here, I was single. You chose to not talk to me, to go off on me, to block me. If you would have been about that, I wouldn't even talk to that dude. I wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, we wouldn't have even been dating or nothing like that. Because I would be like, okay, I'm over here with this, I'm over here trying to see what's up with you. But you flipped that on me and all kind of stuff. And now, like, to him, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Now it's like, oh, I knew I was right. She went over there and got a Dominican man. Like, I knew she was right. I know these bitches wouldn't shit. And it's like, sir, you just created a whole scenario for yourself when it just could have all been so simple. Something is really wrong with them red pill men. Some of it is good, like get your own money, work out. But some of it, it's like driving these men to self-sabotaging behavior. Mariah had a baddie. Well, I'm a nice person. Yeah, that's that red pill rage. And I was like, and I was so kind to him. Like, I was like, what? Why do you act like this? Like he literally hit me up today with that foolishness again. I'm like, sir, I don't know what you want me to say. NYC The Future said he's coming to Sasua on Halloween with his boys and he dares someone touch him. He gonna come back here after he got them allegations toward him? Mariah has the best sir on the internet. I was sir, they don't like that too. when I be dating men and I'm like, sir, I'm like, sir. They be like, quit calling me that. Okay.
Even the ones online who think that, they're not watching me, they're watching you. If you're using that language, they're probably watching me because I talk about it. I'm sure. Like if it's pinging on keywords, they're hearing my stuff too. But I don't care. I don't have nothing to hide, so I'm not tripping. But if you make red pill rhetoric, if you say stuff like all women are hoes and all women are this or all women are that, like if you're saying stuff like that, they are watching you. They have deemed it to be a threat to our society. Not just the women.
I'm going to say this because some of y'all might ask, like, what's the double standard? Because there's a lot of women on the internet that say that too. Here's the thing. I don't say all men are this or all men are that. Now, I believe that most people, this is not just men, this is like women too. I believe most people live in a spiritual basement and their priorities is way fucked up and they're in survival mode. So they're incapable of love, right? And I believe for like a lot of men, especially men that are like mostly driven by sex and lust, those men have a hard time actually building emotional connections or building real love with women because it's like every woman has just been reduced down to a vagina to you at this point, right? But I don't think that that's all men. And I understand that there's women on the internet that do the whole all men, this and that. I don't, because I'm heterosexual. So it's like this, like, what am I supposed to do? Because at the end of the day, I like men. With all of y'all fucked up ways, I still like men. So there's no point in me getting on here talking like that. The thing is, when women do the whole all men thing, women don't get violent towards men. Y'all understand? Like, women just leave men alone. You know, when we do the whole all men thing, or we might be a little mean or have an attitude. This rhetoric, like, for example, the femicide rate, men unaliving women, is on the steady, you know, it's keep going up and up and up and up. You know, it's ticking up. And that's why the FBI is more concerned about that than when women do it. Because when men listen to that red pill talk for too long, and y'all go like, when women go cuckoo, we just go sit in the house with our cats. Okay. When the men go cuckoo, it gets violent. You know, that's the difference. And I know a lot of y'all might not like to hear that, but like the statistics bear that out. I don't know what other way to put that. And that's why I've always been a very big supporter of sex work, because I believe that if sex work didn't exist, like, for example, I noticed that in a lot of these countries, the men are less angry. For example, in Dominican Republic has a pretty high femicide rate, but just like in general, like, for example, if a man tries to holler at you on the street in the Dominican Republic and you blow him off, he's not going to get angry. Colombia either, they're not going to get angry. Why? Because these men are not sex deprived. There are plenty of places where they can go pay for box. It's not something that they have to go without if they don't want to go without, right? More so the femicide rate in the Dominican Republic be just between, you know, they get a little bit possessive over here. Oh my gosh, they get possessive of their women, you know? It's that kind of thing. Mariah, I'll be in and out. Have to moderate another channel. I'm an important mod in these YouTube screens. I know that's right, Skinny. No, that's okay. Was trying to make some shake on Bourbon Street the other weekend, Mariah. She had a boyfriend, but it was still good vibes. Okay, but she was talking to, okay. But hold on. Shout out to Kelvin. Kelvin, you're what, 25, 26? Kelvin is out here approaching women, dating in real life. He was on the red pill. He took that red pill, and now he's like, you know what? I'm going to take a pill somewhere else in the middle. You know, not all the way red pill. Okay, we need pay for play legal in the States. Where's you at? Yeah, good point. Too much testosterone with no healthy place to put it with women. Yeah, it can be dangerous for society. That's why I'm all for the robots. Y'all know how the men are like, watch out. The robots are gonna take y'all spot. Here's the thing: the type of man that would prefer a blow-up doll or a robot, an AI bot, you know, that you can sleep with over a regular woman, majority of the time, those are the type of men that would be incels anyway, or would not be getting no punani anyway. The men that still like to get out and talk to women, they're not going to fool with that. They're not. They're the men that like the game or the chase or the hunt, they're going to be out. The men with those personality types, they're going to be out. But like these men that want to be on the video all day, and they don't want to like put forth any effort to getting to know women, but they still want to sleep with women, they still need an outlet. And it's still going to keep society safer if they can just go hunch on an AI bot. I'm all here for it. I'm all here for it. Hobots are diabolical, but very necessary at this point. And the women are making fun of it. And I'm like, y'all got to know y'all are in danger. Y'all are in danger. Quit making fun of these men. Let them hunch on their hobots in peace, in private. Now, guys, making 40K traveling to Colombia think high value applies to them. I blame Kevin Samuels for men thinking that making a dollar amount determines your value. Like that's just a wild concept in general to me.
Not just the men like me who think like me. No. The FBI has deemed it to be an issue. The Colombian government says that passport bros are nothing more than traffickers.
They do say that.
They're nothing more than pimps.
Damn.
That's it. That's all they are. That's not my opinion. That's not you. You guys can't gaslight us about this shit. We know who you are. We see you. So Don P trying to do damage control. Don P trying to do damage control. Released a statement. Let's listen to this.
It looks like it's time for me to make an official statement regarding why I was not allowed to enter Medellin, Colombia during the Flower Festival. I've seen a lot of media reports. I've seen a lot of social media, but a lot of them have not been accurate. And I need to correct the record and make sure that people understand the full view of what happened. And I don't want to forget anything, so forgive me. I'm going to read the statement. I'm issuing this statement to address recent false allegations and media reports regarding my recent entry denial into Medellin, Colombia.
You can't call it false allegations when you posted videos of you selling bikini parties in Colombia. Where you getting those women from?
Y'all, when he was on Razor Ray,
right? Wouldn't those?
I'm glad somebody else see this, y'all, because again, this was just a travel space story. This was just us on our little corner of the internet. And now Don P Sounds, you made it, brother. You making it to the mainstream. But like, y'all, when he was on Razor Rays, Romeo, you was there listening. It felt like he was playing in our face the whole time. And now everybody else is looking like, bro, you in here playing in our face. Where is his work visa? Exactly. He don't understand. Like, okay, and this is why I try to say some of this information, we like to focus on just the passport bros. It don't matter what type of service you're selling it. If you're selling it in a country where you don't have a work visa authorized to work, you could be on the chopping block, or it could bring unnecessary attention, or just know somebody could report you to migration. So always keep that in mind, y'all. So this is how I look at it. Anytime I see the passport bros get put on notice for certain things, even if I'm not engaged in none of that, but I think about, well, what are some things that I'm doing that might tie into that, or what are some things that I'm doing that might be perceived as a violation? So even I learned from this. I'm not a person that's just telling y'all this to oh my gosh, talk shame to passport bros. If you are living abroad and traveling abroad, you need to be on high alert and willing to learn from every situation and see how this applies to you. One second, y'all, I gotta open these windows. It's getting hot in here. Let me play this.
And be considered sex workers? You're advertising it. Unless I don't know how you're gonna get them to come. You're not getting them to come for free. You are advertising the parties, brother. It's on your page. That's how they caught you, because you're a dummy.
First and foremost, I want to state clearly that these allegations are entirely false and untrue. Period. I have never promoted sex tourism or the exploitation of anyone in any capacity. Throughout all my travels, I have respected and loved Colombia, and I have always strived to be kind, generous, and courteous to everyone there, which many people have reached out to me to thank me for since this has happened. I want to be very explicit about my interactions with local authorities during this process. The immigration officers and the police treated me with respect, dignity, and kindness. And I know that they're simply doing their jobs based off the information that they believe to be the truth at the time. Furthermore, I was never told that I am banned from the country. My legal counsel there in Colombia is currently looking into resolving this matter. My commitment to Colombia goes far.
Sir, they didn't tell you was banned for the country, but I bet you're not getting back in that bitch. I can promise you that. Y'all have to understand this. All of these legal, y'all gotta understand, y'all are not in the United States. All of these legal technicalities that hold weight when you're in the United States, when you're in the US, that kind of stuff means something. I want y'all to know when y'all go out the United States, especially if you're not a citizen, that kind of stuff don't mean nothing. And at the end of the day, whether or not you get admitted into a country is still very discretionary. It is at the author's, it's at the immigration's discretion. Let me turn off this camera and put on the other one.
Or beyond traveling. My company and I have invested hundreds of thousands of dollars into the local economy and the Colombian economy as a whole.
By paying sex workers and by buying alcohol and renting Airbnb so you can throw these parties on, I'm assuming, right? Allegedly.
The foundation of the business that we have built is very strong there and currently provides stable, meaningful jobs to 6 Colombian citizens. Given the untrue and unfounded nature of these claims, I believe that these allegations are the work of my competitors who would like to remove me from that market. In the past, I have been threatened by these competitors. I have been harassed by these competitors trying to remove me from this market. They have been unsuccessful, and I can promise they're still being unsuccessful. Because
this was not competitors trying to remove you. You just got caught up. It's okay. You was doing too much on the internet. Y'all gonna see when Misha come out here, y'all gonna see we gonna link and we're gonna do some content. Girl, it's hot than a mug out here on Santo Domingo. I ain't even gonna hold you. I got the AC blasting. It's hot than a mug. God damn, it's hot. He know damn well he ain't invest no 100K. You know they be lying. You know they be gonna put 20 on 10. Thank you, Tiny Sag. I appreciate you. Let me go back up. It was a comment I wanted to get to. I like this. He says, I don't think it was a Kevin Samuels thing. Most women value a man based off what he makes, honestly. I'm going to be so for real with you. I don't agree with that. And let me tell you why. Oh, this lighting is so bad right here. Let me see if I can move. Y'all, I hate when my lighting is bad. Oh, where can I move? This is ugly. Okay, anyway, whatever. Y'all just gonna have to deal with it. So let me tell y'all what I think. I think most women don't care. I don't know if y'all saw those statistics that came out. They're saying like most women are the bread winners in their homes, and that the rise that men who are stay-at-home dads is on the rise. So what does that tell you? Contrary to what you hear these women talking about, the pink pills, sprinkle, whatever the case may be, high value man, all this shit, find a provider man. Most women, if they find a man that they like, meaning he has the personality that they like, and he at least has some hustle in him, he's not like a straight up bum. Most women are going to compromise on the dollar amount that man makes. But most are. I don't care what any of them say. Most are. Even this whole a man has to make X amount of dollars. I rarely hear women in real life. I'm talking about get off the internet. When I'm having conversations with women, I rarely hear them be like, a man has to make, $200,000 or $1 million or whatever in order for him to date me. That's not the majority of women. Now, you have some women who are professional, like bops. Yes. What do you mean? Like a lot of men be chasing after the girls that, okay. And this is not to talk bad about like women with surgery or anything like that, because it's regular women that have surgery that just got surgery, but she still got a regular job and she got a regular dude, right? I'm finna go get me some surgery this year. But then there's that certain, like the Miami chick, right? Like the girls in Miami that are there who have everything done. Titties done, ass done, waist snatch, everything, lips, Botox, everything you can think of. And she doesn't work a job, right? Like her job is getting money off of these dudes. Y'all got to think about it. Her body was an investment. Thousands of dollars went into that body. She not messing with no regular dude. She went through all that pain and suffering, and she's like in the gym 5 hours out of the day, and she's starving herself, running off of 2 boiled eggs and a matcha every day because she's trying to find a rich man with money. So y'all will see those type of chicks and be like, all the women are like this. Y'all will see those type of girls and be like, all the women just want money. And it's like, no, that is a very specific lane. Like, that's a very particular lane. That's not the majority of women. Majority of women, even bad bitches, right? Even some bad bitches that have surgery, majority of them are not dating millionaires. That is something that y'all made up. And then y'all say, oh, the women made it up. And it's like, well, why? What? No. But that vagina old, what you mean? So I don't know why they act like that. Who are you talking about, girl? The girls that the matcha girls with the boiled eggs? The girls is eating matcha and boiled eggs? Those are the girls, girl. And then they compare us to them. They compare regular women that just be with their man because they like their man. They're comparing, and I'm like, no, those women, that's a job for them. It's a job. That's not our job.
Even though I cannot personally be there for Flower Festival, my team
I'm getting these tatas
taking care of all of the guys.
Best believe that.
To organize their trip for Flower Festival.
Plastic,
and I
straight
be more
up,
proud of my
and
team.
no
They're doing
shame.
a great job. These are Colombian citizens who are hardworking, who have come to see the potential in the business that we've all invested in, all of us. So I'm going to be pursuing all legal actions to make sure that I can enter Colombia safely going forward. I've been told.
What's up, Ray? Hey, Mariah, I tagged you in my cousin's wedding in Palmira and Buitrera, Colombia. We were dancing Afro-Pacific Curlao music. Keep doing you. I'm going to show it on here after this. How about that? Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm going to show it on here. Y'all want to see some Colombian culture from Ray? I interviewed Ray Condor on here. For those of y'all, that interview is still up. Shout out to him.
Well, many that mayors there have made comments on social media about the situation, and that's their job. And it is the job of the politicians there to make sure that none of their citizens are exploited or used. That's their job. And in that, I 100% back them. But I am not the person that is doing that. It's really that simple. I
think it really just depends on the chick. So this dude says most of the perfect looking chicks don't have a good box. That sex is boring AF, I'm sure. I really think, I have a theory. I think it depends on how the girl looked before she got surgery. Hear me out. Hear me out. Okay, it's 2 different type of chicks that get surgery. You got the girls that was like really already itty bitty skinny, right? But maybe they wanted to get like a BBL and some breasts done and whatever the case. But she was already kind of like prim, prissy. You know, I think those are the ones that y'all are talking about when y'all say they don't have good box. Now, them country bitches, them country girls that already had a whole lot of body, they just went to go get them a contour, is what they call it. You know what I'm saying? Just get the fat contour to put in the right places. I don't think that applied to them. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that apply. I don't think it apply to everybody. I think it depends on the chick, honestly and truly. Okay. Asian girls are very responsible. No one is believing Don P, not even the other passport bros. I saw a Dominican chica from San Juan that looked just like you. You probably get confused for being Dominican. Oh, yeah, every day. Then when I be telling them, they think I'm acting funny when I'm like, no, I'm American. And they be like, but your parents, where are your parents from? America. I'm 100% American, pure American, 100% through and through. Then keep scrolling, ho. If you don't like the way, you know what? I said I was gonna stop cussing people out. I'm not gonna let you have me go into that. I'm not gonna let you, sir. I suggest that you find something more valuable to do with my time if the way that I speaks bothers you so much, okay? I'm pretty sure you could go find somebody far more entertaining to watch. Thank you very much.
Was I arrested? No, I was not. Okay.
Hey man, you know what? I ain't gonna hold you. The way y'all can lie like this, like I couldn't do this. I can't lie. I can't lie like this. I mean, I know you're lying. You're not doing a good job at it. I think because I know you're lying. But like, I just can't. I would just, if it were me, I'm either not addressing it, like I'm not gonna say anything, and I'm just gonna like stay off of social media, or I would have to tell the truth. Like, because this is like more embarrassing than getting, you know what I'm saying, than what's already happening to you. Because
I wish he would have pulled up Razor Ray's interview again.
Actually, we put money in the pockets.
Y'all, if the public offender would have seen this man Don P. Sounds on Razor Ray's, he would lose it. The amount of lying he was doing on there.
You think money, you think that's your problem right there. That's why you keep mentioning the money. Mm-hmm. You think that you thought that little meager $100,000 or whatever you claiming to put into Colombia, right? Was good enough to buy their loyalty, and they don't give a fuck because you clearly weren't paying the right people. Whoever you was giving that money to, you're not paying the right people, sir. You got to pay the right people. Everybody knows how this works, except for you, and you're in this business. That's hilarious.
So I want to correct that. I was not arrested. Was I deported? No, I was not, because I was never actually in the country. I was in immigration. I was.
Sir, if you would have been in the country, you would have got deported.
Plane back to the States. Okay. Was it told to me that I was banned from coming to Colombia ever again? No. As a matter of fact,
I bet you don't get in that bitch. I bet you don't get back in there ever again. Especially with El Tigre. You got to think, El Tigre is in the office. And not just that, the mayor of Medellin, Fico, baby, not on his watch. Curry, you think they're going to let him back in the country ever again? You over there right now. Let us know. Let the people know. Curry, let me tell y'all, Curry is a seasoned veteran in Medellin, been there 6 years, has his residency. Curry, are they letting that man back in? He will need a visa before he arrives. Curry, what's the chances of them giving him a visa? You let me know what you think.
One police officer said, "We can't admit you this time. You can try again in a month or so to come back. And this is the policy. And if you don't like that policy, then don't come back." And I can respect that 100%. So that's why I have legal counsel there to make sure that the immigration courts and the public as a whole understand the investment that I put into Colombia, Medellin, and the Colombian people.
Fuck your investment. That's what they told you. They told you, fuck you and your investment. Okay? Clearly, that ain't enough. I don't know why this nigga acting like he LeBron James and he the reason why fucking Cleveland on the map or something. Nigga, they don't fucking need you.
Wow.
You're not adding no value to... You're not adding anybody. You're a leech. You're a leech, bro. You're a mosquito. You're a parasite.
People, and that I bring jobs. And I have been fortunate and lucky enough to see some of my best friends find love there, get engaged, have beautiful situations.
That's just like, shout out to Capo. Capo, my boy, but I got to tell y'all the truth. That's just like Chill Capo. Remember, he had the lawyer and he thought everything was going to be good. The lawyer was handling business. Capo and Rob from Remote Living Gringo used this same lawyer. Boy, that lawyer took their money and he wasn't even a real lawyer. So you got to be very careful in Colombia. That's why I'm saying things don't work the same. It don't work the same as in the United States. He might as well just hang it up, lay low, apply for a visa, hope the story go away. I won't come try for another few years. Apply for a visa and see what happens. All of this dealing with these lawyers, sir. You paying bills, you paying that lawyer bills, that's about it. And I ain't mad at them. Get paid.
With families there, and it makes me happy to do this job for them because they're happier. So I appreciate everybody that has sent me messages of support. I appreciate all of the new followers. I appreciate even the people that.
What are you going to Colombia for? You personally, what are you going to Colombia for?
Y'all know. It's okay.
Out of curiosity. Since your friends seem to have been able to find love, what are you going there for? You're throwing bikini parties. Are you going there for love? You think you're going to find the love of your life at a mansion bikini party in Colombia? Interesting.
Like me.
I mean,
disagree.
To be fair, that was a business venture for him. But that's why I say, for those of y'all who want to do these type of tours or y'all still want to make money on tourism, why don't y'all just do group travel? Because at the end of the day, y'all got to think of it like this. I'm pretty sure that if he was doing group travel, like co-ed group travel, like for men and women, because I have a friend that does that. Shout out to JetQuest. Shout out to Jonathan that owns JetQuest. He does group travel trips, and guess what? It's both men and women, and it don't look like a sex tourism party. Because guess what? If you go on the page, all of it looks catered to men and women. And here's the thing, women drop serious bread to travel. So if you can get an American man to spend $1,700 on a party package where y'all finna go get freaky in Colombia, it's women that's gonna drop $1,700 to go to Colombia too. So it's like y'all are leaving a lot of money on the table. And he said he does this in several other countries. Women drop bread, and you're less likely to get stopped by authorities because it's something co-ed and it looks more wholesome. So I don't understand why a lot of these men just won't invest in the co-ed group travel business. And here's the thing, women, not only will they spend that money while they're like on the travel package, but women are going to get to the place and spend a lot more money than men. So that's something to consider
on this, because I need everybody's ideas and everybody's opinions so that if I've done anything to disrespect anyone, I can be better. That's simple. And to that fact, if I have done anything to disrespect or embarrass anyone in Medellin, Colombia, or anywhere in Colombia, I want to say that I sincerely and humbly apologize. It was not my intent, and that's not the person that I am. But
you mean like when you showed that woman's breast, you didn't mean to disrespect her? That wasn't intentional. That was on accident.
Don P don't understand.
As far as the allegations and the media reports, which
I understand. Here's the thing. He's keeping it respectful. He's being very humble. But what he don't understand is nobody's picking up what he's putting down. And like, people don't like to be made a fool of. People don't like when you just sit up and straight lie in their face, or when you're not coming correct. I think people would just kind of respect it more if he would just be quiet and quit trying to make it seem like that's not what he was trying to do. Another issue is the content Don P made, which was made to influence travelers to go to Colombia. There are people that was sitting at home and would not have went to Colombia if they did not see his ad. Right. And it was because here's the thing. Colombia wants you to promote tourism. They want you to promote tourism on the basis of experiencing their culture, not their women. So even now, like the type of digital nomad that they want is a digital nomad that's making content like Andres on Earth. He does content that's exclusively Colombian culture. It has nothing to do with sex tourism or the girls or anything like that. They actually want that in Colombia. So like that type of promotion to come to Colombia, they're trying to attract the 2 kids and the husband and the wife. They're trying to attract that type of travel. So that's actually would have actually been a win. But when they see that you just still, going down that line of like the sex tourism, the sex parties, the pay for play, they don't want that. And you got to respect it because it is what it is. Is this the same clown that got booked? They act like he got admitted to Colombia, are doing a service by bringing people to a country. Mind you, most of those people don't have no business in Colombia. Yeah, it's true. America is better if you have hedonistic business ventures. Well, it depends, because a lot of the stuff that they be doing, like them sex parties, baby, that will get you some time. That'll get you some time if you get caught up in the United States.
Entirely sensationalized. It's not true. It's just really that simple. It's not true. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'm going to continue to do trips all over the world. I got another trip coming up very soon. I have to fly out for, and this is what I do. And I'm not going to stop doing my job and providing jobs to others and helping me and find positive situations in life for dating and marriage just because of a challenge, because that's what I see.
Situations in life for dating and marriage. Sir, you was having a bikini party. Don P, stop playing in people's face. Sir. This is what people don't like. Keep, again, either don't say nothing or keep it a stack, but don't get in people's face and play. Don't get in people's face and play. And Don P, if you've been doing this for so long, why you not married? If your whole thing is to promote dating and marriage, Don P looked like he in his late 40s, early 50s. Where is your wife? You can't get on here and say things like this and you're not married. You haven't been able to do it for yourself. That's like me trying to get on here and say, oh, I'm promoting moving abroad to get married. I'm not married. I don't got no business coming on here talking about moving abroad to get married. I have not done that myself. I went to the 2023 Paradise Challenge in Mexico. It was funny seeing naked OF models getting content at a family resort. Wow. Okay. Now, we're going to head over real quick, just for the sake of getting a little culture in here. We're going to go to Ray Condor's channel because he posted something with his brother's wedding. He tagged me in. We're going to just kind of take a little break and go over there. I think it's a short. Okay, here we go. Right, I can't even play that. Never mind, because y'all playing music. I can't play it. Never mind. I'm sorry. Okay, there is another video that I wanted to... Oh, let's make our way over to Robert's page on Remote Living Gringo, because I saw that 5 white men got scoped in Medellin. So we're going to see what happened. Shout out to Robert Eaton from Remote Living Gringo. Right now, he has a sale going on to get into his Live Abroad Academy. And if you use my discount code in the bottom, then you'll get 10% off if you sign up now. I'm actually in the academy. So if you sign up, you will be my classmate. And basically, this academy teaches you, first and foremost, a valuable skill that you need to live abroad. A lot of y'all want to live abroad, but you don't know what you're going to do remotely. This teaches you how to do high ticket sales and media buying. What's high ticket sales? It's, for example, you have a content creator or a fitness influencer or any type of business that has a high ticket package. It might cost, $8,000 to go through their program. Well, if you sell it and you get a customer to sign up for it, you can get a commission of anywhere from $500 to $1,000, sometimes $1,500. It just depends on the job that you get and the offer that you get. So not only do they train you on how to talk to people and how to create a lifestyle so that you can become a very good closer, but they also hook you up with job interviews at the end of the process. So if that's something that you will be interested in, the link is in my bio. Again, use my discount code Mariah10 if you're going to sign up, and he'll take 10% off of your package for you. Also, for those of y'all who are interested, you don't want a job, okay? You want to start making some money off of, trading, AI trading. I'm also partnered with Trade Pilot. I have an account with them, and they have traders make trades, and their AI replicates the trades in your account. So you don't have to day trade. You don't have to watch the markets. You don't have to know anything about day trading. You sign up, you become a part of the program in the community, and they do the work for you. They'll link their AI bots to your account. All you have to do is fund your account, and boom, they're making the trades every day, watching the market for you. You just check in at the end of the day and check your profits and losses. That's it. Don't let your money sit in a savings account. Let your money make money for you. So again, the link to that is also in the description box. For those of y'all who are interested and making your money work for you. Any idea how W-2 workers work abroad? My industry is remote friendly, but I think I have to be in the States. Well, you have to get permission. Yeah, if you have to get permission from your job. So, okay, with this job I'm talking about, with the sales, the high ticket sales, you would be considered a 1099 worker. That's the best kind of worker to be if you're going to work abroad. A lot of W-2 jobs don't want you working abroad because then the tax situation becomes complicated. So then people do things like use tunnels, VPNs, all that kind of stuff. But the thing is, like, I know there's a way where you can connect the tunnel in somebody's house in the United States, but then you have to count on that never failing. So I don't know. Your best bet is to get you a 1099 job. Okay, now we're going to go over here to Instagram to Remote Living Gringos page. Okay, this says drugged and robbed. Canadian men targeted in Medellin. It says 4 men drugged and robbed in Medellin.
4 Canadian men say a night out in Medellin ended up with them being drugged and robbed. They met a group of women at La Logia and eventually brought them back to their Airbnb. But here's the first warning sign. When they arrived, the security guard reportedly gave the men a look, a warning to be careful with the women. Inside, they put on music and started taking shots. One guy was sure to control the drinks at first, but when he dropped his guard, the women offered to pour the birthday shots. And another woman was reportedly on her phone texting almost the entire time. Shortly after those shots, the men started feeling the effects. 2 were hit hard. A third realized something was wrong and warned the 4th, do not drink anything. That may have prevented this from becoming much worse than it was. The men report losing 2 phones, 2 wallets, and roughly 3,000 US cash, and another 8,000 transferred from a bank account. Guys, learn from this. Control your own drink, bottle to glass. Never leave it unattended. If security warns you.
But here's the thing, and this is why I really don't understand why y'all go to Medellin to do the whole. To me, I think there's better places to do. If y'all are gonna go. Well, okay, let me bring this back. What it sounds like is that these dudes met these girls thinking like we just met some chicks out. You know what I'm saying? Like we just met some chicks out. And not necessarily that they were looking for sex workers, but maybe they thought these are girls we met out, free sex. Okay. Here's the thing. If you're in Colombia and you want quick sex, your best bet is to go to like a well-known place where a girl works, like in the park, because it's going to be easier to find her versus trying to find free sex out and about or free sex on Tinder. Okay. So your best bet is to actually go get you a working girl. Okay. That everybody knows. Okay. Now that's not 100% proof, but there are, if you want to have access to like free sex when you go abroad, there are much safer travel destinations. And honestly and truly, I don't see how y'all do it in Medellin. Like, even me, it was hard as a single woman dating because I was so worried about getting scoped. And I know that's not something on the news. It's like, this is a thing that happens to women. I don't care. I'm never one of those people that views myself as some type of exception to the rule. I'm pretty sure there are women who have gotten scoped. They just don't come out and talk about it. Don't do that. Rob is not a racist. And I have seen Rob call white men passport bros too. Don't do that. Don't do that. What do you do? You don't have to say it, but if you're comfortable, 1099 work is possible in my industry, so I'll go that route. Probably just gotta wait on it. Yeah. But didn't you used to do sales before? Why don't you get back into that? Medellin is not for beginners. Just go to the park if you want that. Yeah. No, I would never, first of all, even in the United States, I wasn't to meet somebody at the club and go home with them type of person. But I definitely wouldn't do that in Medellin. Go to Europe if you want to date on apps. Yeah.
you about someone, listen. And if one person suddenly feels unusually impaired, everybody stops drinking. A police report has been filed. If you have information that leads to arrest, we're offering a 2 million peso reward. Share this. Somebody knows who was involved. 4 Canadian men say a night out in Medellin ended.
So one of the dudes wasn't like he realized what was going on. How come he wasn't able to stop the girls? I'm trying to figure out what happened. Rob got all the tea today. Let's see what else happened.
2 years ago in Cartagena, a Tinder date turned into a fight for survival. A guy matches with a girl on Tinder. He's never met her before, but she asks if she can bring some friends. He agrees. His driver picks up the girls in the city and brings them back to the house. Everyone's drinking, partying, having a good time. But after a few hours, things started feeling.
If she asked to bring her friends, no, it's a setup. It's a setup.
Feeling off. They suspected someone may have been drugged. AirPods go missing. Small red flags start stacking up. They run out of alcohol. The girls offer to order more. A little later, they tell the guys, the alcohol is here. Open the door. They open it. Armed men rush inside. Guns come out. The guys are pistol whipped to the ground. One guy gets stabbed in the kitchen. I'll be interviewing him tomorrow. He somehow manages to escape the house, but the attackers chase him. He runs into the darkness and eventually swims through a swamp to get away. Guys, if you're traveling and dating abroad, pay attention to this story. Meeting strangers is automatically dangerous, but ignoring multiple red flags can put your life at risk. Watch your drinks, secure your valuables, control who knows where you're staying and who gets through the door. And most importantly, if something feels wrong, don't wait to find out. Tomorrow, I'm interviewing the guy at the center of this. He's going to tell his story on the YouTube channel. Link is in my stories.
So y'all make sure y'all follow Rob's channel, The Other Side of the Street. So tonight, that'll be 8:30 SD. And I can't come on that time. That's why I had to come on earlier today, because I actually have to go to class for the Sales Academy tonight. Okay. This is what I was looking at.
An earthquake hits Colombia, and some people immediately assume everything else stops. It doesn't. While the country is dealing with the aftermath, Migration Colombia is still doing its job. 3 U.S. citizens were denied entry after authorities identified concerns connected to sexual exploitation, including Angel Watch alerts. And this matters because whenever Colombia faces a crisis, there's an assumption that security disappears, the borders become a free-for-all, and people just slip through the cracks. But that's clearly not what we're seeing. Even during a crisis, Migration Colombia continues screening people entering the country and taking action against those flagged for potential sexual exploitation. So yes, Colombia is dealing with a natural disaster, but protecting Colombian women and children doesn't suddenly stop. Migration Colombia is still doing its job. An earthquake hits Colombia, and some.
Okay, so this says 3 U.S. citizens denied entry to Colombia over sexual exploitation concerns. Now, in these pictures, it looks like it's 2, black men. I've seen other men. It was another dude that I saw that was white that wasn't let in.
FBI is in Medellin. You heard
FBI is in Medellin. Wow. Okay.
Heard that right. And it's not just the FBI. As you can see next to them, U.S. Marshals are in town too. And not just the FBI and U.S. Marshals, the Department of Homeland Security is there as well. 3 U.S. federal agencies are operating on Colombian soil as of today. Mayor Fico announced they are part of a task force that will ensure that people can be as safe as possible during the Flower Festival, but do not get this thing twisted. There is a new government taking over next month, a new president stepping foot into office, and he has made it clear that relations with the U.S. will be restored, and you are starting to see that happen today with 3 U.S. agencies on Colombian soil acting as police forces.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all, when Petro was in office, a lot of stuff was able to get through the radar. And y'all got to understand, with this renewed U.S., here's the thing. Colombia's always been a U.S. ally. We've had strained relationships between the Trump administration and the Petro administration. But now everybody's on one accord. It's giving one band, one sound. So El Tigre has given Donald Trump permission to conduct military operations in Colombia. And y'all have to know that's going to include them finding men who were trying to evade U.S. authorities, men who are conducting, illegal sex operations in Colombia and things like that. So, like, the days of just that free for all doing what you want to do, that's over. It's up. It's a wrap. And I'm not saying you can't go over there and get your swerve on. What I'm saying is, like, for example, if you're going to Colombia and you have any type of sexual violations in the United States, I would suggest you not. Well, actually, no, do that so you can get caught up. Do that so they can catch your ass. Never mind, I'm not helping you perverts, right? Violence against women and children, and you trying to go to Colombia. That's it. That if you on any type of watch, that's it. Any type of Interpol alerts, it's it. That's up for you. It's up for you. Yes, they are stepping up collaborations with U.S. agencies with El Tigre. The migration rejection started under Petro, but they started under Petro, but again, it was very limited because it wasn't just a Petro thing. A lot of it had to do, for example, the reason why you have more rejections and inadmissions in Medellin than any other place is why? Because of the mayor over there, Fico. Fico ran on that. That's a running point for him. So that's what I'm saying. It hasn't been everybody on one accord. Now you're going to see more rejections in other airports. A lot more. Those are going to shoot up because the men have figured out, guess what, to try to circumvent or go around, the migration in Medellin. You can just go to other airports.
The passport bros were excited when El Tigre got elected, thinking that this would make it easier for people to get in. Not only are the denials going to be ramping up and continuing to happen, but you are going to continue to see U.S. federal agencies operating right on Colombian soil. For any of you pedo guys, good luck. For you passport bros that are filming people in secret, doing illegal stuff, good luck. You have the feds that are going to be able to touch you long before you ever try to return back to the United States.
And this is why self-snitching will forever not be the move. Again, let me be clear. This is not a chat. I am not emotionally invested in keeping y'all from going and paying for prostitutes at all. Like, at all. I'm not trying to tell you to stay out these countries so you don't. No. It's the putting it online, the creep cameras, the putting the bad reputation on all Americans. That's it. So yeah, the self-snitching, that's over. I mean, it's either over or it's up for you. It's not about Sosua and Colombia being dead. Here's the thing, bless Aris. It's like y'all can go. Okay, here's the thing. Pick a different location. Cool. Pick another location. If people are going with the same behavior, what I mean by the same behavior, putting everything on the internet, those spots are going to blow up too. It's going to become hot over there too. So it's best to just some stuff. It's just if you're going to do it. Act like you got some sense. Keep it cute. Keep it cute. On the low.
So if you have been trying to treat Medellin as your playground, you have now officially been put on notice. The FBI.
And people get mad at people like Rob for saying something, but it's like, would you rather be put on notice, or would you rather go there and then your face is all over the news? Which one do you want?
A Dutch sailor lost $25,000 in Cartagena, and now we're offering a $1,000 reward to help us find the woman who did it. He matched with Maria Jose on Bumble. First date was flawless. Drinks at a restaurant, good conversation. She asked him for nothing. Date 2, they check into an apartment. A few drinks in, sleep hits him like a wall. She offered a massage. She put him to bed. He wakes up alone. Phone, bank card, gone. His authenticator and password manager were on that phone. They drained his Bitcoin while he was unconscious. The ID that she used was fake. Guys, just because they show an ID to get in does not mean it's real. It does not mean that you are in the clear. Now, let's watch how this works because this is a business model, not bad luck.
Hey, celebrate.
Red flag 1, the perfect first date. No ass, no weirdness. That is the tactic, guys. Trust is the product being built, and it can be so hard to see when it's you are in the middle of it because trust disarms you. Red flag 2.
Here's the thing, y'all, and this is what y'all have to understand. Criminals are studying you just like you're studying them. So all of this advice that, we get on the internet, hey, if she brings offers to bring a friend, tell her no or cancel it. If they don't have an ID, don't let her come up. Like, they're studying this and they're adapting, because at the end of the day, they need this for survival. This is what they do for survival. So the criminals are not just going to go away. They're going to adapt. And this is why this is becoming more and more dangerous, because it's becoming harder to tell who's genuine in this.
She's fine going somewhere private fast. Guys, a local girl with real interests protects her own safety too. If she's rushing to be alone with a stranger, you must ask yourself, why? Red flag 3, she handles the drinks, pours them, brings them, or gets you looking away at any point in time. Red flag 4, the sudden crash. Scopolamine and benzos, guys, they don't feel like being drunk. It hits you like a wall. If drowsiness hits you out of nowhere, that's the moment where you literally have just a few moments to try to get yourself to safety. When you're out on a date, your drink stays in your hand or it's dead to you. Share your live location with a friend on every date, and your crypto, your authenticator, your password manager, those live on a device that never leaves your home. The phone in your pocket, all right, on a date should be worth absolutely nothing to a thief. I'm offering $1,000 for information that leads to an arrest in this case. Woman's in her early 20s, long hair. She's got an angel tattoo on the right shoulder, a devil on the left. She's operating in Cartagena on dating apps. If you know her, we could find her. Any information that you send directly to us that we will get over to the police that leads to an arrest, we will pay $1,000 for that information.
I know that's right. Okay, somebody else looked like, who was this denied entry?
Migration in Medellin denied entry to who they are calling one of the leaders.
Oh, we already saw that. I think he pinned that comment. Okay, so I think we are up to date on the news. Now, we're going to take a trip over to Anton Daniels' channel. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Anton Daniels. I think, let me tell y'all why I'm not the biggest fan of him. He spends a lot of time talking about single mothers now. And honestly and truly, it's not that he talks about singles mothers. It's that I know the history behind that. Now, here's the thing. If y'all don't want to date single mothers, that's fine. It doesn't affect my dating prospects at all, because the type of men that I like don't care. Okay. Matter of fact, I prefer that a man come with some kids, because I don't want to have any more. Okay. So let's be very clear. It's not that. It's that Anton Daniels, I don't know if y'all know who Six the Goddess is. She's tall, gorgeous, goddess-looking chocolate, woman. And Anton Daniels used to be cool with her, because she was doing a lot of the dating advice. So they used to be cool. They fell out because Anton Daniels, it was some situation where Anton Daniels brought Pearl on the channel. Basically, he kept shitting on other Black women to put other races of women on a pedestal. He did it with this Lebanese chick, and then he did it with Pearls, right? So Six the Goddess seen what happened, and she quit fucking with him, because she's like, bruh, you is too, I can tell right now you the ops. You the ops to your own women. Thank you, James. Call the police. MariahSincere is stealing men's hearts. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Bless you. Thank you to everybody who has sent a super chat. Hit the like button. If you are not subscribed, continue subscribing. I know my lighting is terrible right now. The sun is setting. I should turn on the lights. It's just hot in here, y'all. Y'all know I'm on this hot ass island in Dominican Republic. Anyway, so she fell out. She completely stopped talking to Anton Daniels. And before then, he wasn't really speaking about single mothers. Well, Six the Goddess is a single mother. And ever since she fell out with him, or he fell out with her, whatever the case may be, Anton Daniels has been on a rampage. He has been on a rampage against single mothers. He brings single mothers up every chance that he gets. But he was so in his feelings when she stopped talking to him, because she just cut him off cold turkey. It was pretty sad for your boy. So anyways, I'm going to go to this video that he did. Now, it's a little bit old, but it's just interesting to see his perspective.
Makes trip planning easy. Even when your friend group travels in. When I see a lot of guys go overseas to date women, to mate with women, to get connected with beautiful women overseas. And I've been living overseas for 3 years. I'm not a passport bro. I mean, I've been living overseas in Cabo San Lucas, big tourist hotbed for 3 years with my whole family. And when I see guys that come over there and I see the type of women that they mess around with, it's no different than a woman in the hood or the hood rat in the hood.
Hold on, y'all. Did y'all see? Y'all remember when Anton Daniels used to do the Lapeef show? Let me know in the chat when y'all remember that. Does he still get on Lapeef? I don't think he's on there no more. But it was a girl on K on there. Her name was K. And K was like a super feminist type chick. And Anton used to always talk shit about K and be very mean to K. So one day K would say, "You just mad because you 5'8". Y'all, Anton crashed out like I ain't never seen nobody crash out. But my D big though, like he got so mad at her. I didn't realize he was that short. And nothing against the short man, because it's, you know, if you a confident short man, then like, yeah, I'm rocking with it. But like everything made sense. Everything, the way he talks, the way he tries to like shit on other men with his money, the things he says about women. I'm like, okay, Anton, I see what it is. You're mad because you put in all this work. Doesn't seem like, because y'all, he would be trying to flirt. If the women was fine, he would be on there trying to flirt. And I'm like, Anton, aren't you married? Even some of the things I'd hear him say to Six, right? So I'd be like, Anton, aren't you married? The thing it's like the type of women that he wants, he ain't been able to get. Even with all his money, he ain't been able to get them. That's what it is. What happened with Mika? Anton fell out with all those women. The Mika situation was crazy. Who is Mika? Who is Mika? Okay, let's continue.
Let me explain to you guys how this works, right? So a guy may come over into the Dominican Republic. He may come over in Colombia. He may come over in Mexico. And he may see a baddie all day long. You know, she look good, she fine, body tight. But she really a hood chick. She a hood rat. She is nothing over there. But to you, she's everything to you because you're looking at her body. But really, this is just a chick that's in the hood. You can find that same kind of woman with that same mentality in the hood in Atlanta, in the hood in Detroit, in the hood in Chicago. Only difference is they're in Dominican Republic. Yeah, they over there. So they're a little foreign or whatever. They got the same energy. They got the same attitude. They have the same outlook on life. Nothing changes except the demographic and where they at. Now, because you are a person from the United States and you got assets, they run the same game that they run with these guys out here in the States. You come over there with some money, they looking at you like a sucker. They looking at you to get that money out of you.
I don't know why people haven't figured this out.
But I keep saying, here's the thing, because ain't nothing wrong with hood chicks. But my whole thing is like, this what I feel about it. Y'all talk shit about the hood chicks in the United States, but come over here and get the same chicks. Here's the thing. If y'all go mess with the hood chicks in the United States, at least she not going, most of the time the hood girls in the United States, I know a lot of hood girls that is hustlers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she might be getting her food stamps, but she do hair in the house on the weekends. She might have 2-3 jobs. On paper, she poor, but she a hustler. But y'all talk about her because she got 2 baby daddies and a body full of tattoos. But will come over here and get the same type of chick. And I don't understand when the hood chick in the United States is way less likely to try to use you for your money, to be honest. You better off with Keisha from the hood. You better off. If ain't nothing wrong with liking hood chicks, but I'm saying if you gonna deal with a hood chick and you're leaving to go look for women, You could have went to, you're like, yeah, you are better off with the hood chicks in the United States. But then it just kind of becomes a matter of, does that type of chick like you? Because hood chicks be liking a type of dude. And that's the reality of it. What changes are the opportunities in culture. I get it. I feel like I know. Mika was a girl who Anton had on his panel, and they messed around offline, and that's how him and Corey Holcomb started to be. Man, y'all remember how Anton used to? Okay, I remember that. Y'all remember how Anton used to try to act like he was so faithful? I seen through that bullshit from day one. Because every time it would be a fine chick on one of his panels, he'd be like, "Oh, you got fine butter sauce skin," and I'm like, the way that this man is married and be coming for single mothers. Why do you even care, sir? You've been married since your early 20s. I always side-eye men who are married and they have a particular type of woman that they just hate and is always thinking about. Because it's like, you should have the woman that you want. Why the fuck do you care? Like, you going home smashing what you want every night. You know, you had a baby. Y'all had a baby in marriage. This is the woman that you want, right? Why are you trying to rid the world, or why are you trying to punish the single mothers? You don't got to deal with them. You never had to deal with them. You've been married for a long time. It's always so weird. But that's because them would be the type of women he was lusting after. I be trying to tell y'all what it is. What? There was a clip of Anton and Mika sitting together at an NBA game, sitting behind the back. She out of order for messing with him. She wrong. I bet you he was paying everything. Had to be.
To the highest bidder, depending on what their circumstances is. That happens everywhere.
But y'all remember when that girl, who was that girl that dated Princella? Not B Simone, y'all. B Love or something like that. That girl that used to go on there with them with LaPeep, but she became a lesbian and started dating Princella from High Power Podcast. And y'all remember, she was saying, but she wouldn't say no names, but she was saying that it was men over there in that podcast that was trying to holler at her behind the scenes. And when she said that, my mind automatically went to Anton Daniels. Automatically, I knew who it was. He definitely. But that's what I'm telling y'all. Men like that have to use their money to get women, they're constantly getting on the internet shaming other men for not having as much money, because that's the only way that they can compete. He can't compete with character. He can't compete with looks. All he got is that dollar.
It don't matter if
and then those are the type of men that y'all listen to, and they're like, women just love money. Women just want money. You gotta have money, or women don't want you. And it's like, sir, that's your reality. That's your lived experience. It's not the same for every dude.
Somewhere in the United States of America, you can be over there in Oakland, you can be here in Detroit, you can be down south of Miami, you can be over in New York, or you can be in London, or you can be in the Dominican Republic, or you can be in Thailand, or you can be in anywhere. And the thing that I try to tell people is that you are who you are, regardless of where you go. You still taking you with you. It's not that people can't.
He don't look terrible. Thank you, politics. Yeah, abroad you ditch the stereotype. I mean, I understand, but here's the thing. The more it becomes common, the stereotypes are existing abroad too. He looks terrible. I don't think he looks terrible. Here's the thing. His wife, Rita, and she's a cute girl. His wife, Rita, to me, him and Rita are looks compatible. Now, Rita's prettier than him, but to me, I don't look at them and be like, girl, you could do way better than him. Like if you see him and Rita together, it's like, okay, that looks like a couple that you would see. It looks believable. The problem with men like Anton Daniels is they want to date in looks too above their league. They be thinking because they got money that they supposed to be like with women that you can see them together, and it's obviously got to be about the money. Now, Rita, she's a fly chick, keep herself together, cute woman. But to me, that looked like it made more sense than these women he be chasing after online. Yeah, he got a good work ethic. You can't take that from him. Yeah, like him and his wife look good together, but niggas be ungrateful. I'm gonna stop saying that. A lot of men be ungrateful and feel like, oh, because I achieved a certain amount of money, now I deserve to upgrade the wife, or I deserve to upgrade the chicks that I'm with. And it's like, okay, cool. Now, if you're gonna have that mindset, don't be putting that off on every woman. Because now you're choosing to deal with women that only want you for your money. And second, don't be over here preaching fidelity and being a one woman type of man, and you're not.
Can't do what they want to do. But it's that they then glorify it and try to promote it to other people as though that's something that people should chase when they should be focused on leveling up and becoming better versions.
The only relationship dude online that ain't been caught in a scandal that's married is Tony Gaskins. All these years, ain't nobody ever came out and said nothing about Tony Gaskins. What up, EC? Good to see you. Ain't nobody ever came out and had no tea to give on Tony Gaskins. And he been doing this for a long time.
Of themselves, understanding that everything else that's good that's supposed to happen in your life is supposed to come with you. You're not supposed to be promoting this horrible trash lifestyle because none of these women actually value you and they don't look at you the same way. They know that over in America, you regular. And there's nothing wrong with being regular. We're all regular, everyday people. But over there, they're going to treat you like a king because it's a finesse. So where you come over here and you try to say, well, all of the women over here are trash. And while I can understand why people go over to other places in order to get visibility into their life because they feel like they're being forgotten over here, I can understand it. But at some point, you're supposed to mature beyond it instead of promoting it, knowing. And a lot of y'all actually know when you still get finesse. You know that she's using you for every dollar that she can get out of you. And then you'll come over here and then talk to us or jump on the internet and start talking to us like you the man where you from. And it's like, dawg, you getting finesse just like everywhere else. Just because you jumped on a Spirit flight and when you went over to another place,
y'all gonna stop talking about Spirit.
Oh, these women are way.
Let the dead rest.
No, they not. It's a finesse.
Now, he made this video 4 months ago. Yeah, that's facts. I be fumbling looks matched or better girls because of this mentality. Come on now. And then y'all got to think about it. And you know what? I respect you, Kelvin, because you be coming on here saying, like, you're young. And this is not to, like, little boy you or nothing. But I'm just saying you're probably one of my youngest viewers on here. But that speaks to your level of maturity because you engage in a mature dialogue. And like I've seen you own up to your mistakes more than most grown men will. I've seen you be honest with yourself about where you have fallen short more than what most grown men was. And it's like, that's why people, but back to your point, that's why people got to learn to love themselves. And because here's the thing, if you don't love you and how you look, why would you expect somebody else to? And that people be making fun of me and they be like, oh, you be dating men that y'all look like y'all might be brother and sisters. Yes, it's because I like me. It's because I like me. And guess what? I don't mind dating a man that got, you know, certain type of flaws, especially if the same type of flaws that I got. Because guess what? I'll look at that and be like, oh, well, I got the same issue going on. So it is what it is. You know, because I genuinely like me. I be looking for the male version of me. Period. That's because Tony Gaskins just doesn't talk it. He lives it. Yeah. You can tell he's being faithful, not even for his wife. It's for him. I ain't gonna lie. They lying to y'all about living the lint up. LOL. If you don't get women now, you won't get women when you have money. Pay for play doesn't count. Man, I can't tell you how many homeboys I got that live abroad with money that tell me about their struggles, like with the pay for play or the girls that want money, yeah, it's easy. That's easy. But trying to actually get a real relationship going abroad, they struggle. They struggle. They struggle. And a lot of the times these chicks are picking the dudes in the barrio that don't got much to offer over them. Now, a lot of the times, not all the times, but a lot of the times I'm listening to them, I know them, I'm like, friend, you got some character flaws you got to work on. I can honestly see why she choosing to go that route, you know? So it's like you got to work on yourself. When they went from personal dipping to promoting sexual tours for profit, they entered into the pimp category. Yeah, you can't do that in the United States. Shakira just arrived in Choco offering assistance. She is doing a live interview now. Shame on content creators in Colombia who don't use their platform to help their country, rather take selfies. Are you talking about the content creators who live in Colombia? Here's the thing. I see a lot of people reposting and doing content in Colombia. Shout out to Passport Graffiti. Him and Rob worked together last week to collect donations, and Passport Graffiti gathered all the supplies to donate. So it's a lot of people doing stuff behind the scenes. I recommend Sydney, Australia. The women are thick and the difficulty is on rookie. I heard Australian women are more, loose. 5'8" is normal height, but love it because those scientific study just came out saying the taller men don't live as long as the shorter men. Okay. Man, the soldiers been told y'all about over there in Australia that them women is, they a little different over there.
It's 100% a finesse. And the caveat to that is white men have been doing it for a long time, and you just now getting on the boat within the last 5-6 years. And you think that it's all cool and stuff like that. And really,
it's not just white men, military vets. It's been black military vets, Hispanic military vets. Military vets been doing it forever. Y'all really blew that spot up, to be honest.
All it is just spreading diseases, pushing more promiscuous behavior.
1 degree in 4 different countries? Is that even possible?
Yes.
You're breaking up families, right? You going over there and you dealing with lady boys over there in Thailand.
Not lady boys.
You actually just exploring.
I'm sorry, somebody doing the most, revving that damn motorcycle. Man, I just made I'm gonna post this reel that I'm gonna put on TikTok, and I was saying, man, I don't trust no man that keep going back and forth to Thailand. I'm not saying like, okay, if you go visit Thailand once a year, like if you went to Thailand one time to visit, or you go maybe every few years, or you go with your girl or something like that. I don't know. Or maybe if you went to even just live in Thailand. But like them dudes who every time they get vacation time or a PTO, they run into Thailand, you a different kind of freak. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like I'm inclined to believe you at the very least mess with them lady boys. Cause why would you, if you just going to do pay for play, why you keep going to the other side of the world and taking that long flight? I don't trust it. You could just go somewhere south of the border and do that. Why you keep going to Thailand for that? I'm inclined to believe you doing weird shit. I was stationed in Thailand. It's dope and cheap. I feel you, but again, okay, so you're saying it's safer, but okay, be honest, blessed Aries. You don't think that men over there is a little bit more freakier, or they be on a different kind of time? Hey, you know more than me.
Or are you culturally trying to understand what life is like, or you trying to get new experiences and stuff like that? And then you just so happen to meet somebody that you like over there that then translates into a relationship, but you still want to be growing within yourself and becoming a better version of yourself, right? That should not change under any circumstances, but that is not what we push, and that's not what's being communicated and promoted. I've heard guys tell me on a live stream on a live stream.
What they say?
That they are sending money back to wherever it is, Colombia, Dominican Republic, wherever it is, and they fly back there 2 or 3 times a year to go and see their girlfriend or who they think their potential wife is going to be. And they send money back every single month to take care of her, not knowing that she probably finessing his drawers off. And probably also got multiple
at the gym I used to go to
that's doing the same
my
thing.
homegirl in Colombia, she was telling me that one of the girls that, went to our gym told her, bad chick, she got everything done. Cute girl, right? And she was saying how she made $2,000 a week. That's $8,000 a month just finessing American men to send her money. God damn. I say I'm doing something wrong because honestly and truly, I'm an American woman. Like, this is what I should be doing. I should be, honestly and truly, I don't think y'all give me enough credit. Because everybody likes to make these videos talking about I'm out here. I be working hard. If I really wanted to be over here living off of men, I absolutely could. I could be doing like the FaceTime calls. I could have a whole bunch if I never wanted to like work a job over here. Because y'all got to think about it. It would only take a good $2,500, $3,000. I'm sure I could get that. But I'll be over here doing the right thing. Damn it. Like a damn fool. You see a bunch of older. Okay, I want to read this comment. Jehovah, the only ones that put emphasis on ladyboys in Thailand are the people who've never been. Because honestly, that's the least thing people that go think about. Ladyboys are a part of their culture. Okay, I mean, I could see that perspective. I guess I'm coming from the perspective of, maybe I'm coming from like, okay, y'all gotta understand. To me, even though, okay, let me rewind it back. So I used to go to a Thai Buddhist temple every Sunday. So I've been around Thai people in their culture, and I know that they're cool. And to me, the food is decent. Is it the most amazing? To me, Vietnamese food is, I'll go to Vietnam before I go to Thailand, right? So I'm pretty familiar with at least how Thai Americans live, but I still am like, then there's a part of me that grew up around Latinos and I speak Spanish. So maybe I'm thinking about this with my own personal bias. Cause I'm like, why would you go to Thailand when you could go to Latin America? And it's a more familiar culture. They have good food. It's easier to understand the language. Cause I feel like even if you don't speak Spanish, it's easier for you because there are cognates in English and Spanish. It would be easier for you to pick it up than Thai. So I'm like, if there were going to be any place that I'll be running back and forth to every time I got PTO, it would be Latin America. So maybe I'm just looking at this through a personal bias. Chill Capo in the comments. Is it 2 out of 3 there are ladyboys? Is that what he said? You want to identify as a woman and go to her gym. You know damn well there's dudes in the USA who will blow that bag on you every week. Child, that's what I'm saying. I'm really not doing it right. Y'all, okay, here's the thing. I would have to find the right no. It would never work for me, y'all. It would never work for me. Because here's the thing. If they ask me to send a picture, I'm not sending it. Or if they start talking dirty to me, I'm going to get turned off. I'm not going to talk to them no more. I don't want to hang out with them. If they be like, oh, I'm in Santo Domingo, you want to hang out with me? Not hanging out with you. It would have to be a situation like, y'all, one time when I worked in the club, I met this dude and he had an ankle monitor. He was an Arab dude. And I was like, why you got the ankle monitor on? He was like, he's on probation. I was like, what you on probation for? He said that he was about to go do a mass unaliving. No lie, y'all. He said his parents are rich as hell, but he feels like he was just very unaccomplished in life because everything was always handed to him. So he planned to go do a mass unaliving in a family place. Like he was going to unalive everybody, like a mass. I was like, that's crazy. Why the hell they let you out? And he was like, well, my parents are rich. They had a lot of money. So now I'm out on an ankle monitor. I was like, why are you out at the club at this time? You got an ankle monitor. He's like, I don't give a fuck. My parents have money. So then he was showing me like this girl that he texts. And she was like, yeah, I use her for therapy. She's like a really hot girl. And he was like, yeah, I pay her $1,000 every time she texts me. And I talk to her about my feelings. And he literally just sends her $1,000. Like, $1,000 just to talk to him. And I'm like, where are those at? That's who I need to find. Habibi was about to crash out at an Applebee's. On God, he was, right? And I was like, why am I talking to this nut? Hey, the club attracts a lot of characters. I've been explaining this same stuff to my dad. He's a black guy with long locks. He stands out in Thailand. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To me, I feel like Latin America, it would just be easier to assimilate, especially if you're going somewhere like DR, even like Puerto Rico, DR, Puerto Rico, Belize, Honduras, Panama, Colombia. These are places where it's a lot of people that have dreads and shit like that. Mariah, that woman is on an allowance. When they come to that country, she has to have sex with them. She is kept, however, by so many men. She a hoe. Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. I couldn't do that. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to. That's why I don't do that. Because, baby, I am not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about that life. So that's why I just come make my money. Just work shit. But I mean, here's the thing: a woman that live abroad that's any type of attractive, you don't have to be broke now. You don't gotta struggle. You damn near don't gotta work.
Now, some people gonna say, well, ignorance is bliss. What difference do it make as long as he's happy? So we're saying that the only thing that matters is happiness, not purpose, not growth, not God, not becoming a better version of yourself, regardless of what state that you in. He's absolutely right. He's 100% on it, 1,000%.
Not necessarily love or anything like that. You can find love sometimes, if you're lucky. But if you really want to be honest with you, this is about money, and vice versa. When you see a lot of the celebrities, you see the entertainers, you see the ball players, and the women that they usually mate with, these are usually chicks from the hood. These are usually chicks that's trying to survive and trying to capitalize off of what that man brings to the table, what that man has. Otherwise, they wouldn't be interested in them if they didn't have the money. Think about all of these celebrities, like all these, like we talk about the black celebrities and some of the white ones, but a lot of the black celebrities. You look at the rappers, look at the women that they procreate with. You really will find someone that says, hey, my wife, is a legitimate business owner. That's legitimately making money on her own, doing her thing on her own. Like, I'm not talking about a boutique. I'm not talking about something on a small scale. No, or a judge, or a doctor. Like, you don't really find too many guys that's entertainers that get with those type of women, because those type of women will hold them accountable.
The more you beg the universe, the less you will receive.
A lot of the dudes, even a lot of these dudes that go abroad looking for women, they don't want women. Here's the thing: the way that they talk about these women, you would think they don't have a lot of these women don't have no jobs, and that's not true. They do have jobs. Like in Colombia, most of the women are working. They're not sitting at the house barefoot and pregnant. Like Colombian women go to work. Dominican women go to work. Now, Dominican women and Colombian women, especially Dominican women, they will go to work and still expect the man to pay all the bills. They go to work and it's like, my money is for me. And if you fall short, if you can't pay the bills, I got you. But the expectation is that you pay the bills. Period. You at least pay a majority of the bills. You at least paying all the rent. But the way that they talk, you would make it seem like these women are like don't have jobs or nothing like that. Majority of these women, like you would think it was a traditional society, and it's not. But yeah, that's what it is. A lot of these men that are always complaining that men use them for money, they intentionally date women that need them for their money. And they hate the women that don't need them for their money, because now that comes with rules, standards, boundaries, and expectations. Like a woman that don't have a job. Do y'all see what's going on with Blueface and that girl Nevaeh? Nevaeh is pregnant right now. Blueface is paying for everything. And I think she might have a felony or whatever on her record. Whatever the case may be, she's not working because she's pregnant. Man, Blueface is dragging that girl while she's pregnant. Blueface don't never, y'all remember when Blueface got with Hazel E? I don't know if y'all know who she is, but Hazel E is older. She has her own money. And Blueface broke up with her because he caught himself trying to cheat, and she shouldn't have got with him no way. Because why, girl? He caught himself trying to cheat, and she wasn't having it. So he was like, she won't get on my program, this, and that. She don't have to. She got money. She don't have to. So a lot of these men are picking the women that they pick because those women will allow them to do whatever. But then y'all want to categorize all women as that. Like, oh, if you have enough money, she'll let you cheat and do whatever. And you can have options. It's like, no. The type of women that y'all date gotta let you cheat because she ain't got no money. And you her best option. Living abroad, I've always worked hard, Kelvin, because even when I was dancing, I always had a day job. There was a very small point in time when I was dancing when I didn't have a day job, but I always, even when I was a dancer, I would get off of my job, go sleep I would get off at work at the club, go sleep, and then go to my job. I've worked a few different jobs while being a dancer. So I wouldn't say I work harder abroad. I say maybe it's about equal. I still work hard. It's just in me. But I've always had 2, sometimes 3 jobs at one time. Even when I was a dancer, I had a job.
Here's how to make your manifestations work.
Dad, how do people actually manifest?
I was genuinely not a dancer because I was lazy. I was a dancer because it made dollars and cents. And I was one of the hardest working dancers because I never wanted to have to sell cat. So I learned how to talk to people. I learned how to work a room. I learned how to develop my people skills. Yeah, I wasn't one of them lazy dancers who didn't want to work and was sitting up complaining, oh, I'm not making no money tonight. And then at the end of the night, she trying to find a customer to go home with because she didn't put in the work that night. She just wanted to be lazy. No, baby, I knew how to dance. I knew how to work that pole. I knew how to talk to all different type of people. Like I would go talk to everybody. I didn't leave any money on the table. I didn't look and say, oh, because the one thing about being a dancer is you got to get over fear of rejection. It's basically sales. So a lot of girls won't go talk to certain men because they're like, oh, I won't be his type or he won't pay me. I didn't give a damn. I may or may not be your type. We finna find out today. And a lot of times you might not be a dude's type, but he gonna pay you just off of the strength that you a vibe. So they want to have you at their table. They want to have you over there dancing and entertaining and talking to them. So I was never a lazy dancer. Always had a job and always hustled on the job.
He's true. That's 100% correct. And I think that as you navigate through life, in my opinion, everything that does not have substance eventually becomes, I don't want to say mundane, but it just gets old. You know what I'm saying? Like the same things that you've been doing, if you still doing the same thing that you was doing 20 years ago, it's like, don't you want to grow? Don't you get tired of it? Don't you want to be a better person, or don't you want to evolve? And that's not happening in the culture. And people are choosing to be voluntarily ignorant to get temporary pleasure that will never, ever fulfill you. A lot of these women are rebranding themselves. They go to a different city and then all of a sudden they lit. I can't tell you how many times that I've seen that play out. It happens every day, B. Every day. I've seen women here in Detroit go over to Los Angeles or go down to Atlanta, and then all of a sudden those same chicks is hot stuff to dudes that don't know no better. Now, to us, we know who she really is. We know who she's been with, and we know where she came from. To them, they looking at her and they saying, oh, she hot stuff. She all of that. She this, she that, whatever, so on and so forth. And I don't get it. I don't get how people are not looking for substance. Now, if again, I get it. I understand. Everybody is young. People are trying to figure out life. And
Sir Anton, you have no business talking about nobody in substance. Well, you got a whole wife and kids, and you is a cheater. What? Anton, stop.
So you may be in a space where, you know, you think that this is exciting. But what I'm saying is that at some point, as people, as a person, you should want to grow beyond just being easily impressed by low-hanging fruit and things with no substance. Like, I would like to have a conversation with somebody that's intellectually on my same level. I would like to go spiritually, right, into depth on certain subjects when it comes to the scriptures sometimes. That's substance to me. I would like to also be able to hang out with somebody that I enjoy, not just for what they look like, but for the value that they add into my life and vice versa. That's substance. But we not pushing that in the culture and we not promoting that too. Again, I think it's dope to travel. I think it's dope to see new things. But where the balance lies is don't catch a disease trying to get finessed by a chick that don't care nothing about you out of the country. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. TJ Henley.
I mean, I don't know, y'all. What do y'all think about what he said? I mean, I think it's the right message. Hella funny messenger. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do right now, y'all, I know a lot of y'all getting off of work. I'm going to put the link in the chat for anybody who wants to come up and give your opinion about today's show. Okay. So the topic is like men on the internet kind of clowning or turning on the passport bros. What do y'all think about this? I mean, me personally, I personally, my whole thing has always just been just keep it off the net. I don't have no problem with the men going abroad to find a wife if that's what you're doing. Now, don't say you out here finding a wife and you doing pay for play. Don't do that. Y'all see y'all see the muscles coming in? Y'all see that? Yeah, now I got some fat. This I got to get rid of with surgery, but I'm still, even though I'm going to get surgery, I'm still putting in the work. But y'all see I'm getting swole. Y'all see that? Yeah. I've been putting in this work and I've been running every morning on the weekdays. Okay, now a little bit of house cleaning, guys. Y'all make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel. Now, if you would like to buy me a coffee or donate to the channel, hit the Cash App, MariahSincere. YouTube, y'all know YouTube, they be taking their percentages. They be taking a cut. So, but yeah, me personally, I don't have any problem with. Oh, also, guys, make sure y'all subscribe. Me personally, I don't really have a problem with the men going abroad. As long as it's legal in that country, as long as you're respecting the customs of that country and following the rules and things like that, I don't have no problem. As long as you're not out here making us look bad. If I was in the DR, I would get you in the gym and I have them glutes popping off. Man, y'all work glutes today. Oh my gosh. I'm in pain. I'm in pain every single day. Let's be very clear. Because I work out 5 days a week. But I'm in pain. But now I will come work out. I will come hit the gym. I will come hit the gym for sure. Okay, let me see. I still want to be on here for a little while longer, so I'm going to find something else to talk about. Now, hold on. Man, Anton Daniels has done a lot of videos on Passport Bros. Oh, he don't like y'all. He don't like y'all. I didn't realize that he was talking this much shit. He really don't like y'all. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. I want to review this video. It says they're ahead of their time. Haters are admitting passport bros were right. Okay, let's balance this live out. You live in Thailand because you love the lady boys. Okay, I'm not mad at it. You living in your truth. Fake Miko, you living in your truth. Mariah, he has a video with Andre. Who? Anton has a video with Andre? Oh, here come Flit. Real quick, because people be coming in here showing their little thing-a-ling. Can you cam up before I put you on stage? Okay, thank you, Flit. All right, you can get off camera. What up, Flit?
What's up? What's up, Mariah? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How are you today?
All right, how you doing?
Well, you wilding in these comments. I'm doing good.
I'm glad you opened the link. Hold on a minute. Let me turn these speakers over.
Okay.
Just came home from work. I will listen to you. Real quick. Anton Daniels and all the other dudes, they need to get a life. For example, Anton Daniels, he always talk against the passport bros or brothers that travel to these different countries because he want brothers to be. And so is what's the name? The business, the Black Authority. What's the name? Jason Black. He's another Jason Black.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, you check him out. Check him out. He have a channel called the Black Authority and the Business. And he just made a video with Marcellus Wiley because he going to do it with his estranged wife and stuff like that.
Jason Black. Okay.
Yeah. Let me know what you think about him when you go live again.
Okay, I'm gonna check him out. After like later on.
He act like he's definitely a red pill dude because he talk a lot of red pill talking points. But
Jason Black.
Yeah, I'm surprised you never heard of
him. I don't listen to them red pill dudes. Here's the thing,
he's a red pill dude on a different level. He don't even consider himself a red pill dude, but he just gives advice to men how women are. And it's not about hating them. It's just about letting women know how they are. Like for example, Marcellus Wiley, you heard of him? And they get like these black men, they get false accusations against them. And like that Diggs guy that was going out with Carly B, false accusations, and he basically said you getting involved with these women and they destroying your life. And they also have the system they have the system for them. They have the courts, they have the prosecutors. They want to tear you down. This is like a lick on a black man and try to get a lick. It's men in general, but the black man is definitely a target. And he have no chance when the woman who's going and you're going against the prosecutors that want to bring you down. Even more so if you're a celebrity. It even hurts more. So I don't think you will like him that much because he definitely pro man, even though he have a lot of female listeners.
I honestly, truly, I try not to listen to people that's gonna irk my spirit. So it's certain things that I review on here for y'all, but to just keep up with certain things, I don't listen to it, especially if I know it's like gonna be some bullshit or it's just gonna be a situation where once I see that somebody is not coming from a positive place, because here's the thing, I'm not like anti-criticism of women if the criticism is warranted. But once I see you on a different, like you on a type of time where you just is angry and I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah,
or when I see that you can't be balanced towards women either. I don't like that either.
Well, you just gotta listen to him. He's balanced, but he's just going on the male. He's slanted toward the male's point of view more than the woman, and that's about it. But he's just letting men know, you gotta know woman nature and know how they are, and it's basically that's good advice. That's a father type of advice that you give to your sons, because I would give to my son the same thing. Women who have experience dealing with men, and they had their ups and down relationships, and they go for men. They have different men in the past, but then when they always have a game plan when they meet a new man, and so I guess so do the man as well. You have a game plan as well.
Women always have a game plan when we meet a new man.
I'm sure you do. Come on, you do have a game plan. You act like you act like you don't.
I really don't.
I ain't saying you, Mariah. You a different cat. But I think a lot of women, they do have a game plan, like in America. Even overseas, we all know the game plan. Like Anton, he was saying that we getting finesse. The men do, we getting finesse. Of course, we know men pretty much know they getting finesse. But at the same time, it's interchangeable. It's like men getting what they want and women getting what they want. It's just that you don't fall in love with these chicks. That's the part where it all falls apart for the man when he fall in love with a chick who just want him for the money. So,
no, I do notice that, and I've said that before. Like, women be thinking that they getting over on a man, especially like these women that listen to like Shira 7, and they're going and finding these provider men, which really are most of the time these are just men that like to trick. It's some men that tricking is a sport, it's a lifestyle. And if they not tricking on you, they tricking on another one. It don't mean you special or nothing. They just like it. They like to kind of like Drake. He was saying how I don't like the word trick. I just like making another person smile. Like he do it for the sport. He do it for the love of the game.
Okay,
So
I'm glad you brought up Drake. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm glad you brought up Drake because Anton was and other brothers that you had on that was talking against the passport bros. And I don't like to consider myself a passport bro, but at the same time, every man that traveling, especially every black man that traveling is going to be counted as a passport bro, and that's not fair. But because before the passport bro name became popular, it was just brothers out there choosing the different options overseas. So what were they called? They was called mongerers and all that kind of stuff. I guess.
I don't think nobody knew about them. I certainly didn't know about them.
O'Shea started talking about them because it became like a movement that when different people was talking about it, so and then people was creating YouTube channels, and O'Shea was introducing the guy from BMT. He had BMT up there a few times. He had me up there a few times. He never interviewed me, but he always allowed me to come on his live on his panel. I used to do it a lot. I used to put my name out there around the time I created my YouTube channel. Go find the love of DR, and then he wanted to find out a little bit about me. It was a lot of guys that used to clown me, but I tell you the truth, Mariah. I believe that my influence affected a lot of guys because some people was clowning me, but there's some dudes that was in his chat that was saying, "Wow, you saying girls out there is like that, and DR is like that." I'm sure I influenced other guys to get their passport. Not that I wanted to do that because I would like to keep DR to myself, but at the same time, I think I was an influence. And other brothers earlier, we talk about what 2018, 2019. How many years is that? It's like 7 years ago, 8 years ago.
What did you say?
This was like around the time 2018, 2019.
Okay. Well, let me say this. I very like the first time I saw passport bros going viral was when it was Austin Holloman. I think most of the ladies, especially the younger ladies, got introduced to passport bros via Austin Holloman because he went viral twice.
Yes, but right, that just put a name to it. That just put it. Brothers already doing that. It just put a name to it.
No, I understand that. I'm just explaining to you who introduced us to it. Okay. I'm not saying it wasn't already done. So, for example, when Austin Holloman, he made a video. This was the first time I actually saw a Black American man comparing American women to women overseas. And that, of course, that caused controversy because the whole red pill thing and the gender war had already began. So Austin Holloman went viral for that. And then he went viral. And then Yanni, I don't know if you know Yanni from Real Talk with Yanni, she talked about him. Then Austin Holloman went viral a second time when that feminist wrote that article about him, and he had to like leave Brazil, and all that drama over Brazil. And Tanya TKO covered him. This was in 2023.
Yeah.
And like that's when I think for most people, especially the younger generation of women, that is when passport bros entered our lexicon, because most of us had no clue.
Yeah, you got to check out that interview with Jason Black, and when what's the name? Austin Holloman popped on Jason Black channel. It was an interesting conversation.
I have to see, but you see how most people, they will know, like Austin Holloman went very viral. I don't think the travel space gives him enough credit for how much influence he had in bringing passport bros into the mainstream.
To me, he's a young lame that need to learn about himself, and he was very.
Why you say that?
I'll tell you why. He's very inexperienced, and he's also young, and no
I
homo.
like Austin.
And no homo. He's not a bad looking dude. I think a lot of your women find him attractive. But at the same time, a man like that shouldn't have no problem. But he's a lame because he don't know how to communicate with women. He
got a woman. What you talking
about?
No,
I'm talking about before he had a woman. He's like stoic. He don't know how to communicate with a woman. He have no sense of humor. He have a dry sense of humor. He's not charismatic at all, and he's kind of like egotistical. It's true. You got to see that. You see, as a woman, I know you recognize that. Cause I don't think you can't be with a man like him. You might find him cute, you might find him handsome, but you can't be with a man like that because he don't have no personality. For real. Come on, Mariah.
Okay, I've said this before that Austin Holloman is very brash in the way that he says things. And could I personally be with him? Or a man with a personality like that? I'm not gonna say I wouldn't try. It would just take a lot of me telling him, "Come on now, lighten up," But what I wouldn't be able to deal with is if a man being like, "Oh, that's stupid," or "What you're saying is stupid." Like, okay, now you're getting disrespectful. And Austin Holloman can't tend to do that. But I'll say he has matured over time, and he has a woman. And you know what? It seems like he acts different with Z than he acts with everybody else. And he lets Z tell him like, "Hey, don't say that," or "Don't talk to people." He kind of takes her advice.
It was a crash.
What'd you say? It sounded like it was a crash. You heard that?
Yeah, damn.
God dang, I'm not going out there and looking. Y'all know we in the DR. That's what it sounds like. I hope they're okay. I'm gonna stay right over here. But here's the thing. Austin Holloman came on the scene when he was young, when he was like 22, when he was introduced to us, and now he's closer to his 30s, and I think he'll mature with time. But one thing he's done that a lot of other men in the space have not done is he actually went and got him a girlfriend that he takes seriously, and she seems like she really likes him, and she's a real girlfriend. She had her own career before she met him. She's not a working girl, and she seems to really be into him, and I got to give him his props for that.
Yeah. He's a different character than he was when he first popped on the scene. So I must.
Yeah, he had to grow.
I must admit that. Yeah, and then he allowed himself to grow, because you just come on the scene and act like you know it all, even when it comes to women, and then you try to give grown men advice because being dogmatic. It doesn't. People don't look favorable upon you. Young people could be impressed by it because they're young and they haven't lived life like he haven't. But when you live life and you say, okay, this young man, he probably got something going by himself. Nothing wrong with traveling overseas and saying there might be better options. But at the same time, you haven't exhausted options in the States first.
Thank you.
You're not. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm sorry. So no. I just wanted to say thank you to Edgar Mendoza for becoming a new member. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. God bless you. Thank you. I appreciate all the love, y'all. Anybody who purchased a membership, Donate to Cash App. Hit the like button.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit your Cash App. I still have your Cash App.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you, Flick.
Give me a super chat. I have to go, Mariah. I have to catch the Spider-Man movie. I have to go.
Okay, well, I hope you enjoy the movie.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You saw it?
I haven't. You know how out of the loop. I don't watch TV, and I rarely go to the movies. I didn't know that there was a new Spider-Man movie out. I just found that out yesterday.
It made billions of dollars already. It's because everybody thirsting for some. I mean, Spider-Man's played out to me, but at the same time, it's been a drought with really good movies. So people are like, okay, let's see Spider-Man, and I guess it's doing really well. People get good reviews.
No, I don't watch TV, and I might go to last year was the last time I went to the movie theaters, and I went to go see Demon Slayer. So it's been almost a year since I've been to the movies.
Okay. That's Netflix. That's a Netflix movie, right? Demon Slayer?
Well, no. Demon Slayer originally came out on Crunchyroll. It's an anime series, but it's really big.
I just on Netflix too, though.
It might be the older seasons, but I'm a huge anime fan. I don't have time to watch it. Okay. But that is like one, like when Demon Slayer comes out, I binge watch the whole thing, and then I won't watch TV again for like another year until it comes out.
Okay. I might try to go out there on Halloween. Maybe I'll get an opportunity to meet you when you out there.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go out there to Sasua.
See the fight,
for Halloween, for the fight and all that, all them festivities. I'm gonna be out there for sure.
Yeah, I'm supposed to fight Mac Measy.
You gonna fight Mac Measy?
Yeah, he's been popping junk, so I'm gonna have to take him on. No, I'm just joking.
No, you know Knack is fighting Rob.
I know. I'm just joking.
Yeah, y'all look at chat. Are y'all coming? Anybody watching this? Are y'all coming to the fight? I'll see y'all.
Thanks for having me on, Mariah. I gotta leave. Thank you.
All right, Flip. Thank you so much for coming up. You have a good night. All right. So watch Spider-Man and the Odyssey when it hit bootleg. Both great, not good. I didn't want to see the Odyssey because first of all, how you gonna have man? This is gonna sound so wrong. But no, it's not finna sound wrong. How the hell you gonna go from Brad Pitt being Achilles to you having Ellen Page, a transgender, a woman? I don't know how to explain. And this ain't nothing against the trans women, but I don't want to see no damn transgender male playing Achilles. Ellen Page, y'all know she used to be a woman and now she's like living as a man. I don't want to see that be Achilles. We went to go watch Troy because Brad Pitt was Achilles. That was the selling point. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see Ellen Page as Brad as Achilles. They do the modernization correct. It's great. So Ellen DeGeneres didn't play Achilles. Yeah, Troy was a banger. The Odyssey was not touching Troy. So you think the Odyssey was better than Troy? Are we having generational wars here? Because maybe that's why they no shade, Kelvin. Ellen plays a minor character, so she don't play Achilles. Who plays Achilles? I thought they had her being Achilles. Because then I was like, I don't want to see that. You gotta, if you can't go from Brad Pitt being Troy to Ellen Page, being Achilles to Ellen Page. It gotta be somebody equally, on par. I'm not even gonna hold you. This might make some of y'all mad. I didn't like that they had my girl Lupita playing Helen of Troy. I don't like these sympathy race swaps. Put Lupita in another movie where she can be gorgeous and play a Black woman, but Helen of Troy was not a Black woman. So why do we have to do that? I don't like that. I'm gonna have to watch it. There's no Achilles in the Odyssey. Okay, the fight scenes was better. The visuals in the Odyssey was better. How are you going to do an Odyssey with no Achilles? Okay. Well, I guess maybe in the actual Odyssey, maybe they didn't say anything. No. Okay. I got to go back and read it. Okay, guys, I'm going to come to a close because I have class in 30 minutes and I need to shower and I have some things that I need to do before then. But Mariah, I love you. I thought Achilles is in the Iliad. You're right. Thank you so much for the correct. So by the time the Odyssey was written, Achilles was already, he had already croaked or whatever. Mariah, I love you. I thought the same thing. Why was Lupita in this movie? Yeah, like why? Why would they make her Helen of Troy? Ma'am, absolutely not. And I love Black women. I love to see Black women playing queens or in high places. Why the hell she had to be Helen of Troy? The Odyssey is based on Odysseus and after Troy. Correct. Y'all, it has been a long time since my high school English literature class. So you're right. The Odyssey was Odysseus making his journey home after the Battle of Troy, right? Right. And Achilles was already, I can't say that on here. All right, guys, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to come on early tomorrow again around like 3 o'clock, 3:30. And I'll stream for like 3 or 4 hours and be on my merry way. Because again, this next like month and a half, y'all, I'm not going to be able to stream really late during the weeknight because I have to go to my sales class. Okay. So with that said, y'all have a good evening. Thank y'all for everybody. Y'all hit the like button on the way out. I'll see y'all next time.